is with this music where whenever I hit random, it always plays like whenever it plays that Terminator theme, it immediately goes for whatchamacallit, the
You might
Supermarket.
have it on shuffle.
No, it is on shuffle. It is on shuffle. I don't have it playing in order, but whenever I play it on shuffle, it always goes from Terminator to Mario RPG. Beware the
I
Forest.
think I'm trying to tell you something.
Eugene Peyton, fuck you. No.
Alright.
Anyway, guys.
Boom. Alright.
Anyway, guys, welcome back. So we've had some fun. We had a fun week. Last week the Psychonauts stream melted. Tonight the connection is green. And then yesterday the audio was muted.
Third time's the charm.
Because I was an idiot and had it muted for a little bit. So tonight we're Gouda pretty much. So, well, thank you guys for joining me. Thank you guys for joining me again. We got Zig and Peyton.
Hello.
Peyton was missing for 2 days from the stream.
We're going off the grid. I'm sad that commercial never became a meme because it had meme potential.
I almost started Terminator. So let's get Psychonauts right on the ball here.
Let me grab a Coke real quick.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
So last time on Psychonauts we finished Boyd Cooper's mind, and now we're moving on to the Thorny Towers. Also, Resident Evil 2 is finished downloading, which is great.
Woohoo. So yeah, I hope everybody's week has been good. Because my week was pretty good too, you know, because I saw.
So guys,
I saw a movie yesterday.
The Sonic the Hedgehog movie, if I'm correct, right?
Yes.
Now, Zig, what I wanted to tell you during the stream, and I guess Peyton's gonna know too. Guess what happened this morning?
What?
I'm leaving.
The studio.
What?
Oh.
I'm leaving work, and the Psychonauts official Twitter hearted my tweet about the Psychonauts stream.
Oh, that's nice.
Neat.
So this time, yeah, everything's looking much better. The stream ain't melting.
You were blessed by Tim Schafer. You had his blessing. Go forth now, my child.
I at the start, I don't want to bring this. I don't want to dig up some old news, but I did say at the start of the stream my only piece. So.
Yes.
I did get rid of the elephant in the room. Also, there goes Boyd after we awaken his milkman persona, and he's lighting up a Molotov. So Zig, before we continue, I want to show you a cutscene that I want to show you guys a cutscene that we missed last time. This is too good, and this is too good to like not show.
Yes.
Which one is it?
What
Here you go.
have you done? He wakes!
I am the milkman. My milk is delicious.
Gosh, it's actually cursed.
Shall run white with his rage.
I am the milkman. My milk is delicious. Special delivery today. I am the milkman. My milk is delicious.
Boyd?
Okay.
Are you okay?
Time for the final delivery to this address.
Hey, is that milk regular kind? Or the exploding dream kind?
It's fortified with what the world wants. What the world deserves.
Are you sure you don't want to just talk about this, Boyd?
Anyway.
Hey, Boyd, why are you trying to burn down the asylum?
I am the
I
milkman.
kinda sympathize somewhat with them. Because I too am a paranoid man with delusions of persecution.
Considering that boy. Also, now we're
His
tasked.
brain? How'd this little doggy get out of the pen?
Now we're also tasked with collecting the brains of our classmates. Or
Yes! I got a brain.
Yes.
Finally! Now your ears won't whistle so much when the wind blows.
Anyone else think it's
I've
weird that he
recovered a
kisses the
stolen
brains?
Oh, I know what you meant.
I don't know, it just seems like a weird thing to do.
No sense of humor.
it is a weird game.
Well, are you gonna
Fair
come
enough,
back here so we
but
can
Raz is
recriminalize
usually
that
been like
noodle
the
while it's
straight
still
man to
al
everyone
dente?
else's mental dysfunctions.
Yeah, true. Now, here's the hard part of the game. So
They're gonna be dragging your ass
I
out of here.
am not a fan of the latter portion of Psychonauts, which is kind of sad. I love this game, but post Boyd is where
I'll put this one
the
right
game,
next
in
to
my
Keith's.
opinion, goes downhill kind of quickly.
I don't like the Asylum level especially.
Now, here's the thing. So, right now, we have a choice between 3 worlds. We didn't see those 3 worlds yet, but I've been putting much thought into what I want to do, which one I want to do first, and I'll explain why later. And I'd said I'd rather get, like, one of the more annoying worlds done first. Now, arguably, there's one world I like a portion of, and then there's another world I like the whole world of, and then the other world I like the idea behind it, but it's kind of
But
shitty.
it is better
Are you
going
talking about
forward.
the theater level?
The theater level is I like part of that, where you have to set up the stage. I think that's cool. And speaking of which, here she is.
All of
I don't remember that
You're
much
all
about
so
regulator
kind.
levels.
You make a girl so
I think
happy.
my favorite one was Mia's.
Excuse
know,
me, ma'am,
everything was
but did
fucking
you see a
disco.
girl?
I even had
You
that
must be
dark
my
bit
new
near
leading
her
man.
near the
Aren't
end.
you handsome? But my gracious, you're so young. Tell me, why do they keep casting me with such mere babes? I guess that's the curse of having an eternally young face.
Anyway, so see this right here? We're supposed to take it.
Oh, you found my old trophy. I should really put that thing away before somebody hurts themselves on that gleaming metal claw-like part on the top. Say, would you like to hear the story of how I won that award, dear boy?
When she steps out of the spotlight.
Or are you trying to take it because you don't think I deserve it?
No, you deserve it.
I didn't take anything from you. I didn't ask to be famous. I just wanted you to love me. Hey,
What?
you're supposed to be dead! Ah!
So, I'm gonna do the arguably more annoying world first. And
No, wait! Don't listen to him! Retreat! Shut up, you fool! The battle is ours! Wellington is on the run! This is our moment of glory!
Shut up, you loon.
The battle can't be won! We're gonna lose it!
I'm afraid you lost it.
Oh
years
yeah,
ago,
Napoleon.
Fred.
I remember.
Now pipe down
He's
over
a funny
there.
character.
I am the orderly, and I run a quiet,
Oh,
peaceful, insane asylum. Understood? Oh, now, see? You've disrupted Mr. Tagley's art therapy session.
Le jour de gloire est arrivé!
Whatever.
Everything's going black.
Behind you, General.
anyway, so the official Psychonauts Twitter was pretty cool that they liked my tweet. I'm like, oh,
Are you sure it's the official Psychonauts Twitter?
yeah, I think it is.
How do you know? 'Cause, you know, a lot of people fake accounts and stuff.
No idea of proof, but considering the fact that, like, they got a ton of advertisements for Psychonauts 2 on it. They joined in like
Fair enough,
2000.
I guess.
They joined in like 2009.
Fair enough, I guess.
It's an honest bet. It's an honest bet, so I'm not sure, but
If that's the case, that's pretty cool.
Tim Schafer has blessed the stream.
It might bring us some more traffic if the actual official Psychonauts Twitter gave us a shout out.
They didn't retweet, they liked it. And
Better give him a loop spray.
Still, don't people? I mean, I don't really go on Twitter that much.
yeah.
Don't people still see the stuff they like?
Yeah. Now, like, the other kind of shitty thing too, though, I get a lot of likes on my stream announcements, but none of the people come to watch the streams.
Because people are probably really busy.
Like, if you remember the beginning of Captain Hook the Biker Gorilla, where Rainbow Dash is complaining that like they won't look at it. I feel like that. And they still don't want to touch it. I get likes. And I get YouTube views on it too, but
Oh yeah, how many views do you get on it? On the never video.
well, for some reason the Crypt World's got 16 views.
16.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's because you know it's such a weird game and whatnot. That I understand why it would like.
How Chloe sneezed this one through that helmet, we'll never know.
We got like 16 views, which is pretty cool.
You know what we should do?
Fallout gets a lot of views too, the Fallout 3 ones. Fallout 4, I think people expect it to be a normal game, but then like they see it's the pony shit and they click off.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Also,
To be fair though, it's not for everybody.
also, that's for sure. Like, we're not a stream for everyone. I'm not trying to be. Like, we're diet, like, we got like diarrhea humor and shit like that. Like,
Edgelord.
That's one way of.
Like bad edgelords.
not even edgelords. It's just that we got like our humor is like, ha ha ha, diarrhea.
Funny joke.
I'm surprised milk is
Hey
more
guys,
visible
guess
and
what?
visible when I get
What?
close to it.
Diarrhea.
You are a stinking disgrace to your family, stinker.
Funny joke.
Funny joke. Anyway, we're gonna do this guy first.
I think most people laugh at jokes like that when they don't understand why it's funny.
What you painting?
I mean, I don't
That is my patron, my
understand what's funny.
psychiatrist.
Oh, it's this guy. No, I really like his
bottom
though.
to me. Is he the one who chained you up?
The doctor won't let me go until
I don't remember like
complete my
any of the
treatment.
characters' names in
So
this game,
why
but
don't
I
you just
do
finish the
remember
painting
their
and go
levels
home?
and like their
Why
character
don't
design.
I
I really enjoyed this
just...
one. And it's also the like one level in the game where Raz swears. I think it like partly raised it up to like a teen rating.
Wow. See? Sometimes you just have to... Huh. You painted a bullfight over the doctor's face. Why a bullfight? Huh? Huh? Edgar, why do you...
Every time it is the same. The matador, the bull, how I despise you both. But my hands won't let you go. That is why I am here, chained in more ways than you can see.
A prisoner of art.
A prisoner of art.
Well, I'm gonna go downstairs. You good?
I'm good.
Well, like, you know, we joke about the brony shit too, like, we do all sorts of cool shit. That's the whole thing.
What is this? Are you working on an abstract piece?
But like, you know, jokes are different than a whole game being sort of
Nice
based on
use
it,
of
you know what I'm saying?
I think part of the reason why, like, a lot of like the situation that we're in, Let's Plays are not really as popular as they used to be. Like they used to have their golden era and they're kind of faded.
Yeah.
Zombie games, which Fallout 3 is partially because one of the main enemies ghouls, which plays into that. Those are also pretty much dead. The brony fandom is pretty much irrelevant now.
Not high enough to reach the sky.
You know, we're not like famous or anything, so people have to actually come looking for us.
No shit, like, and everyone starts somewhere is the whole thing, so...
I think if we'd started this like 6 or so years ago, we'd probably be like really popular. If that was gonna be our goal, then we should have started 6 years ago.
Something, and it will not stand against the bull.
What bull?
El
Also, we don't really review new games either.
Yeah.
Or
'Cause
how
I
we
don't-
play new games, rather.
I don't feel like doing that unless it's like a game I like, because it's too easy if you get my drift, you know what I'm saying?
I feel that I
Yeah.
know something important, but I do not know.
I think it's your queens. You want me to go look for them?
I was gonna say something earlier, but you know what we should do someday?
What?
Yes.
We should get like everybody in our community together to play some SCP Secret Lab. If we get like enough people, it becomes really fun. Especially when we don't have to worry about people spamming music, screaming, racial slurs, and the like. I think it could be really fun.
Oh god.
Because not everybody that plays games like that are nice, holistic human beings. You get me?
Yep. So this is a game where
Oh my God, are you all right? Poor little guy. Little nick on the frame. Maybe I can cover that up with a price tag or something.
Anyway, welcome to Black Velvetopia. Well, it's not about like it's not like we're let's playing a game, you know what I mean? We're just kind of like streaming and just having a good time.
Yeah, I think we're kind of like in spirit, kind of closer to a pod without a main topic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somewhere in between.
Like, well, cause we have general discussion, and I would gladly have a talk with the chat when we have a chat. So, like it's easy, you know, it's easy for us to incorporate chat, like, you know, chat into our topics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what was I saying though? Yeah, Black Velvetopia, we're kind of stuck here.
Enjoy your new
Black
art there.
Velvetopia is a really fun and creative level.
It's fun and creative, but it gets annoying.
Yeah, if you don't do well in it, it is.
Yeah.
Nice. Now I can get Edgar's cards.
Now, luckily, that'll happen to you. Anyway, luckily, El Odio the Bull is not, like... Also, I dropped, like, 100% in all the worlds. I kind of did it for the first, like, 2, because you can just easily grab all the shit. Now, we're in the fuck you zone. This is where the worlds just get, like, you know, fuck you. There's so much shit hidden everywhere in gigantic maps, I'm just like, no, I don't feel like...
Nice.
Yeah.
I wonder what a speedrun 100% look like.
I wonder what they'd have to do with the stupid race in Mia's level. Mila's level. Because, like, you know, there's stuff in there that you have to get.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah. But, so yeah, we're in the, like, this is why I say the game is good, but I don't like the ending. Like, after giving the game, like, a big thought, the ending is just like, no, not. The ending's not good, like, in terms of, like, see what I mean? You get attacked by Elodio, and then it's just like, fuck you, and then these guys. And then you get attacked by enemies. And then an invisible wall keeps you out of there.
Yes.
There's a cool plot, there's a cool, like, twist in this level, though, but we'll get there when we get there. Fuck.
Hey guys, Zig, have you played through Psychonauts?
I've only gotten through like the tutorial level, and that was pretty much it.
Most of your experience is from, like, this, I assume.
Yes, most of my experience has actually been from your streams.
And hopefully I don't have a negative effect on this sort of game. Because it is a good game. Alright, so here's the gimmick of the level. In order to get the cards, we go into paintings, and we have to have a boss fight. You can brute force every single boss fight except for one.
Fresh from the Thrilla in Manila, Iowa.
I asked you how much of the game you played. Cause I was about to ask you guys what are your favorite powers in this game. Mine's levitation.
Levitation's awesome. I love the clairvoyance because it's like really fun to dick around with that.
Telekinesis took me fucking forever to get through. I was stuck on the tutorial for telekinesis.
You will fight me for my card, yes?
Well, I am looking for some cards.
It's like that Godzilla game. Godzilla is attacking the generator. The generator is losing power.
Because you are so awfully itty-bitty. And then...
Alright, I get it. Just shut up and let's go.
Another thing that I don't like, because another thing I don't try to let get to me too is that when we don't have viewers, it doesn't, we're doing this for fun and shit. There's no point in, there's no point in putting ourselves down. Don't get viewers. We'll get viewers eventually. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, we'll find an audience. Like every streamer starts out somewhere. We got 34 followers and shit like that on here.
41.
41, right?
I don't think you'll ever get ahead. You weren't ever. How can you ever pull ahead?
What?
You were never granted a small loan of 1 million followers. You ever get
a small loan of 1 million followers. They put my videos into these things they call roundups, and they don't even.
Fake streams.
So basically, you get behind the city and just pound them to death, and you'll win. I honestly like these fights. This is this is like one of the coolest parts of the world. The luchador fights. Everything else is kind of the maze and all this other stuff is kind of crap.
If they scaled down the difficulty of surviving the pool, it could be a lot more enjoyable map, because the frustration when dealing with them kind of colors everything else. Because the map, if you look at it by itself, it actually looks really pretty, like it's well laid out.
It's done like a blacklight painting.
Sleep tight, kitty.
It's a beautiful game. Also, I learned how to play the YouTube game by watching a favorite YouTuber of mine.
Oh yeah?
You throw pretty much when you have to choose tags, you throw a bunch of tags that are vaguely related to the thing you're playing.
That seems deceptive.
Well, he does.
Psychological horror.
No. Like whenever we play a Star Wars game, I put like Star Wars: The Mandalorian in the title, like not in the title, but in the tags.
Why?
Because it's the current Star Wars thing, and one thing I hope, like, as much as I want people to formulate their own opinion, I hope I can sway some people in seeing like Legends continuity as being really good. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. I'm not sure if I'd go that. Like, I understand if I'd go that.
I'm not like
put a tag in about a game that you're not even. But you homeboy.
Well, I only did it because it was relevant to the game we were playing. Like, what do we play as in Star Wars Republic Commando? Clones of a Mandalorian. Like, let's say I did like Dark Empire, which I might be planning on doing. Who knows? Then not Dark Empire, but what the fuck is the name of that game? Shadow.
Dark Forces.
Dark Forces. There we go. Thank you, Zig. Let's say I'm planning to do Dark Forces, right? I would put like maybe the Rise of Skywalker in the title, and not the Mandalorian, because there's only one Mandalorian in that, and that's Boba Fett. Also, the music in this level is fucking amazing.
It's pretty banger, that's for sure.
It really reminds me of El Tigre. And that's another thing that I do. Like whenever we have like a discussion topic, I put that in the tags.
Introducing, fresh from an astonishing victory at the Killings and Billings, Dragon!
Speaking of which, Zig.
Yo.
I got a question to ask you.
Smell?
That smells like
fear, boy.
Yeah, no, I mean that fart
So Zig, did you ever see the episode of the Weird Al show where Weird Al fucking dies?
No, I'm talking about an actual smell.
No.
It's like if stink bombs laid eggs and those went bad.
That's sulfur! It's
I only know the Weird Al show through like clips and shit.
You wanna know how I seen that episode where Weird Al fucking dies?
Is it on YouTube?
No. One day when I was a bouncing baby boy of 5 years old, right? I was watching the television when it started to go fuzzy. We lost connection to our satellite, right?
Yeah.
So I switched it over to like the regular TV where the cable access would be, and because there was no cable, because we had no cable, it would only do like those fucking public access shows or whatever, PBS and all that shit, right? So, anyway, I start flipping through the channels, and then on channel 69, the Weird Al show is on, right?
Yeah.
But it just plain ain't right. Like, Weird Al's chained to the ground. He's like crying and sobbing. People are yelling at him to be funny and shit. And he's getting whipped by some fucking guy in a fucking satin mask.
Are you saying that you need to have a real Psychonauts game where you...
Then
actually, I would love that. Actually, let's do that.
Then Zig, here's how Weird Al fucking dies, right? Like, you believe it or not, guess who walks out onto the screen?
Unless that kid
Cowboy
can fly,
Curtis
he'll
walks out
never
onto
beat
onto the set,
Dragon
and you know what? He goes up to, he literally goes up to fucking Weird Al, and he says to Weird Al, "You want me to tell you about the Matrix?"
Are we living in the most confusing timeline?
You want me to tell you about the Matrix part?
Out of here. Hey, are you late?
This is not a real episode. I'm sorry, I don't believe you for a second.
Weird Al says no, Zig. And you wanna know what he does?
What?
Cowboy Curtis pulls out his fucking sidearm and shoots Weird Al in the head.
This is not a real episode. I don't believe you for a second.
Why? Because Weird Al's alive?
Man,
No, the whole premise just sounds like...
Sounds like an Eric Andre episode.
Zig, I'm telling you, it's real.
Fine.
Shoots Weird Al multiple times in the chest.
It was on.
Cowboy Curtis do this.
It was on fucking channel 69 on the like public service network with no cable.
Nick, did you hear what I just said?
Okay.
Sure. Zig, they're lying about Weird Al. It's not Weird Al that we see nowadays. It's a fucking synth.
I demand that you acknowledge the joke that.
Who killed Hannibal?
Who killed who?
No, it said the fucking producers shoot Weird Al multiple times in the chest. The producers. Why would Cowboy Curtis do this?
Also, another thing, this is the only level where arrowheads come in handy. Like, you need... Like, this is the only other time arrowheads, I think you need them to finish the level.
Oh, okay.
So what do you do if you don't have them?
You're fucked. You gotta like get like you don't have to buy. You don't need them in like the 400s. You need like 40 and shit like that. It's still kind of silly that you need them for progress. Fuck. Weird Al's a synth, my guy. That's why he looks so different, man.
He still looks like he's young.
Yeah.
Like, he looks like he's in his 30s, but he's in his 50s.
Yeah, because he's a fucking synth. I'm telling you this right now.
I thought he just
We'll go
drank a lot of
synth hunting.
unicorn blood.
No, Zig, there's a problem with that theory.
He drinks the lifeblood of the artist that he parodies.
There's a problem with the unicorn blood theory.
And
If you drink unicorn's blood, yeah, yes, it prolongs your life, but it's a cursed life.
I mean, arguably, he does have a cursed life.
Why is it a cursed life?
Because people constantly demanding him to be funny, when it's not realistic to be funny for this long.
But the thing is, though, he is funny.
He is, but that doesn't mean he's funny all the time.
No, imagine if Weird Al was so funny that even when he wasn't funny, people kept laughing at him.
Yeah, they didn't realize he wasn't joking.
Like,
he was telling terrible jokes, but they expect him to be funny, so whatever jokes he
like
said.
he's got like he's trying to tell everybody he's got like some sort of serious condition or something like that, and like everybody's just like.
Knowing Weird Al fans, they probably fucking would think. Although knowing Weird Al, he probably would also joke about it. Maybe not, but...
Weird Al's fucking Weird Al.
I don't know if he would joke about having, like, a serious condition, but I think his fans probably think he was joking. Unless he, like, completely broke his tradition or whatever.
Someone tried to make a tier list of his, songs.
Personas?
No.
Albums?
No, not his albums, just his songs in general. Like,
that sounds tiring.
Through types of parody, I'm like, so food, like, one of them was like food parody, and I'm like, what?
Was that the foil one?
Like, I don't go by, like, parody genre, or I guess, I don't know what the fuck to exactly call it. I just, like, is Weird Al's song good? If it's good, I listen to it. If it's not, I don't really care. It's really up to my preference for music.
Yes.
This is why tier lists don't work even as a joke. It was all started because fucking Tier Zoo existed, and I'm like, because there's people who actually take that seriously, and it bothers me. This is what I said in that stream several days ago, that like the tier list meme is like very fucking shitty. Oh god, I'm like fucking Dark Side Phil right now. I'm complaining about the game and I'm sucking. At least I'm not gamer raging.
Nah.
Fuck! I don't like this level too much. It's time consuming. This is why I wanted to get this done first. Like, right now, I'm blowing my nose. I'm trying to get through this area. Because right now, for some reason, my nose is saying, I'm gonna run right now. I'm gonna run right now. Fuck you. Fuck you, Marek. Clean your non-existent nose or snout while you're trying to stream and play a fucking video game. I shouldn't be alive. What?
What?
No, number one, why is my nose, like, right. Why is my nose running, number one? Number two! This wouldn't be so bad, but the fucking map is terrible for this. Like, I know you're supposed to use, like, the rose paintings and shit like that to get around and everything like that, but, like, I refuse to... Oh my god. The hitbox is jank! I refuse to spend my, This is what I mean. This is what I mean by the game going downhill after Boyd. Like, Lungfishopolis is cool. It has my favorite boss fight in it. Boyd's world is fucking crazy. I love it. Everything before Boyd and after Boyd. Everything before Boyd is, like, really fun when it's, like, an interesting tutorial. Like, I just love the camping section. I found the eagle. Alright, I need to find Dingo's apartment. So if you remember that matador, that was, oh, you motherfucker. Now we also got sensors running around, so if you remember the matador from the intro, we gotta find him. The other problem I have with this level is that everything looks the same. Like, it looks beautiful and shit, but, like, I don't know if I'm, like, when I don't, like, you know what I mean? I don't think I don't know if I'm going down an alley or if I'm going down the open, there's the map exit, you know what I mean? It's like, it's hit or miss on where you're going. So it's like, you could be in somewhere you don't know where the fuck you are, right?
Alright.
Next thing you know, you end up in, like, the fucking alley, you get hit by Elodio, and then goodbye, all your progress, you know what I'm saying?
You just gotta keep going at it, man.
And then meanwhile, you got these fuckers running away. Yeah, the sensors are annoying, too, later on. Like, this game goes from fun to tedious, and I love it, but I'd be lying if I said it didn't,
If it didn't, what?
I'd be lying if I said, like, it didn't have its moments of fuck you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
Just awful. Terrible! Look, give it up. None of them are any good. Well, maybe you can write it off on your taxes as a loss. A catastrophic loss, even.
Well, maybe you could write it off your taxes as a loss. A catastrophic loss. A lot of good joke. Oh, there's a lot of good humor in here, too. Basically, you want to find Dingo because, you want to find Dingo the Matador because you need what he has. And that was the second reason why I came here. We get the last power-up in this level.
Okay.
And it's only used for this world and nowhere else.
Really?
Yep. I could not. I tried thinking of like where it would be like practical use, but I couldn't. Oh yeah, and you get to go in the sewers too.
That's pretty interesting.
Notice anything weird about the sewers?
Well, I know it's the basketball hoop and the bleachers.
There's some hidden stuff in here.
Yes.
Got it. I'm starting to feel like I'm back in high school, which is weird because I'm only 10.
Alright. Also, Raz just sort of said something that was pretty. Ooh,
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Edgar's Lament. Lana and Edgar. They are at the prom. I guess they're doing something. Edgar and his mates.
Oh, he's part of the wrestling team.
But Lana is with the male cheerleader. He tries to impress Lana with his strength. She is just very infatuated with the douchebag.
How do you know he's a douchebag?
Oh, we'll find out why. Oh, you'll find out why he's a douchebag.
There may be some talking in the background.
These motherfuckers are
out
like,
of my control.
These motherfucking enemies are getting on my nerves. Well, let's go fight Kaka.
Introducing, back from a crushing victory and someone might lose a tooth in Duluth, Eagle!
I burnt my fucking tongue with my hot chocolate before.
Ouch.
Caw-caw. That's it. Caw-caw. Caw-caw.
So yeah. Oh, I saw the Sonic movie, as I stated earlier in the stream.
I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it.
I love it too. It's really good.
My favorite part is when he fucking flosses. Oh wait, Zig, I don't want to expose, but what do you think of that mid-credit scene?
Perfection.
I was like, holy shit!
Sets everything up nice.
I know. Most men would go crazy. I'll be home by Christmas.
Also, Jim Carrey was fucking excellent as Robotnik.
He killed it as Eggman.
Yes.
No, look. I just loved his fucking attitude. It was great.
I know.
Like, the first thing I did when I got home from that movie, I said, cause my mom asked me how it was. I said like, oh, so I said, oh, I told her, pin yourself to the wall.
Again, go see the Sonic movie, everybody.
Yeah. You know what it's like being the smartest person in the world? Everyone else is dumber than you.
Also, fun fact. Gary Chalk, who was Grounder in the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog and Robotnik in Sonic Underground, played a army soldier in the film.
Sonic Underground.
Their mother will be found.
Sonic Underground. I happened upon that by accident.
You know what?
I found the DVD for it in the store.
You know what's gonna happen when Sonic's dead and buried?
Sonic's Underground.
You know it. Well, look. We can make a ton of jokes with the show, because Tony Hawk got the same treatment.
Yeah. I know. I made that same joke too.
Does Tony Hawk still exist?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still alive.
I don't
He's just like
he's still
retired.
alive. I meant like I guess relevant.
He's not really relevant anymore. Like,
Does he still do stuff?
he still has his brand, which is weird. But like, no extreme kid from the nowadays, I don't think really knows who Tony Hawk is.
I don't think extreme sports is a thing anymore. Like, it's not as big as it
It's esports.
Extreme violence, extreme metal.
It's esports. It's all esports now, all thanks to League of Legends.
The E in esports stands for extreme.
Really? I thought it meant Ethernet.
Electronic, you
I'm
dunderhead.
I'm fucking stupid, but I'm not that
you
dumb.
bumbling blockhead.
I want that hedgehog!
I hate that hedgehog!
Take this, so much of them. I want your attention, everything.
Those Robotnik edits on fucking YouTube are great. You guys who make them, keep them up, please.
I teach Vader. You make excellent videos.
I do not use Facebook. What edits are you speaking of?
On YouTube, there's like the ones where they make like songs out of like Robotnik sound clips. Like the
just
the first
win
one
the race. Just win the race. Just win the race. I don't care what it takes. Just win the race and make me happy.
What else? There's also Tomorrow Isle, which was like the OG one.
That
from,
dirty rat. He's cheating. He's cheating.
Yes.
Have you guys seen the real Robotnik? Will the real Eggman please stand up?
Oh no, I have to see that one.
I watched a video. Eggman's message, but vocoded.
Eggman's best. That just came into my head. You know the fucking Eggman's best,
Yeah.
Instead of like the fucking egg with EB, it's a regular egg with a mustache on.
Egg posting in the wrong zone.
Hey, you don't have an egg posting license. Get out of here.
Sugar, do.
Why must you do this? Why must you grow my suffering, Nick?
Because, Peyton, we are your living hell. So, you know what I'm kind of glad. Dare I say it? As much as like shitty creepypastas were bad, like Jeff the Killer, I kind of miss them now.
Yeah.
No. It was cool we made fun of them back then, but it was our right to make fun of them back then. But you know what? Now that we're old and cynical, I'm allowed to miss them.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. There were
because look, have you read some of the have you ever read some of like the modern creepypastas off of like r/NoSleep?
No, because I don't go on Reddit all that much.
Oh boy, do I have to play the no sleep poetry?
No, I'll look it up on my own damn time.
Oh, that fucking... I played that clip during a stream once. It was beautiful.
Oh, boy.
The title... Like, let's just say the titles get so ridiculous. Like, if you thought that, like, stuff like Jeff the Killer was dumb, oh, boy.
Ah, Jeff the Killer. That was a thing.
Zig. There's titles as long as... I rented a second apartment to get away from my stalker, but I think my roommate's a demon, part 2.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
I think my roommate's a demon. Like, Ben drowned, short, sweet, to the point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Like, you see something like Ben drown, short, sweet, to the fucking point, right?
Right.
Also, here's where Dingo is, right? Look at this shit. You hop up here, he's right in the door. You get his ability right before the boss fight you need the ability in. And then you never use it again.
Oh.
What was it called?
Confusion grenades.
Can you use them outside of that?
You can, but they're the most situational thing. I've never encountered a situation where I needed to use them. I've had enemies use them against me. So, I still got something really fun planned for tomorrow.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
So you already kind of know what it is, I think so.
Well, yeah.
It's in relation to stuff, but that's pretty much it. So let's talk to Dingo.
You must be the towel boy. You want an autograph? I don't just hand those out. And that's a good lesson for you. Anticipate disappointment. Take me. I'm the greatest bullfighter who's ever lived. Yet my upcoming match against the town bull has received virtually no marketing support. A towering advertisement was supposed to have been painted just outside my window. But as you can see, the job hasn't even been started.
I think that bull is trampling anyone who tries to paint on the wall. Maybe you could stop it.
So instead of challenging the bull before a stadium packed with screaming women, you want me to fight it on the street in front of one dog and one child wearing a crude towel boy disguise? That's a terrible idea. Here's a better one. You go get that billboard painted and I'll reward you handsomely, which is how I do everything. As an advance, I'll give you one of my secret weapons. Use it if anyone gets stopped.
Ladies and gentlemen, confusion grenades, the most situational weapon in this game.
I guess you could say their use is quite confusing.
Ha 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 ha.
So here's what we pretty much have to do. We go in here.
Next up, Junior King Kong Cobra.
Hey, Edgar. Nice headgear, freak.
What?
What? You suck, Tegley. You can't beat me. Coach says I can't be beat. Coach says I got mental toughness. You can't break my concentration, wimp.
Hey, I'm not Edgar.
Yeah? You're gonna wish you're not Edgar when I'm through.
Look, I am
It's
not
a familiar
Edgar
voice
Tegley.
actor too.
My name's Raz. I'm a psychonaut.
You're an idiot, Smedley. Coach says your psycho girl-crazy lack of focus cost you states.
Seriously, I don't want to have to hurt you.
Well, since you'd have to break my concentration to even touch me, and since you can't break my concentration, I guess you won't be too disappointed then.
So, if we try to attack him, he just literally pointed out, we have to break his concentration. If we attack him, we do nothing.
You can't hurt me at all.
And it literally does that. So we throw it to... So, we target him, right? If I can target him... There we go. We literally beat confusion grenades out of him. His only claim, he has no special move. All he does is like, you need to confuse him.
Okay.
I can't feel a thing.
You can actually stop his moves if you hit him, because he'll block to defend you. There we go.
Never break my concentration.
I just did. And look at that, I just did it again. Easiest boss fight in the fucking game.
I beat you just like I did in high school, loser. Wait, who am I?
We got all 4 cards. That means we can go right to the boss fight. Oh yeah, and by the way, this boss fight is the only boss fight that requires telekinesis. Like, this is my problem with Psychonauts is like late game. You get so many cool abilities, but only a handful become useful.
This one was a real pain in the butt to get.
That is exactly the card I need.
Let's talk to him 4 times.
Hope these things are worth it, Edgar.
Perfect. One step closer.
The other thing I'd say I'm pretty good at is being very informative about games too, because I played them. Oh god, I played them a lot. So.
Here you go, Edgar.
That is exactly the card I need.
Here you go, Edgar. The last card.
Thank you. You said you would get them, and you did. Not everyone is as
You know what this music kind of reminds me of, other than LT Gray?
Now you can finish your tower.
What?
But
now
You guys remember the show? Well, not the show, but the games, Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy.
No.
Nope.
I'm like one of the only 3 people who played that game.
Wow. It looks like you can walk right up there now, Edgar. Edgar? Edgar?
So Edgar's gone. So we climb We climb the House of Cards. This is a very short world if you know what you're doing. And not going for 100%, which I ain't, because fuck it, at this point. We got all the powers, we don't need anything else.
Okay.
I knew you would save me someday. He just won't let me go. Tell me, how did you kill him?
Kill who?
El Odio.
I didn't. Edgar?
Edgar was El Odio the whole time. Oh, we're gonna fucking die. Alright, so here's this boss fight. How this boss fight works. You have to get him with the spears.
Okay.
We got him twice. It's like an actual bullfight.
I was just gonna say that.
One thing like I said, I love the art in this game though. Like in terms of like 2D style, in terms of like 2D things, like the little image of the bull in the next to the health bar. I really like it for some reason.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I'd want to get that painted on something.
Where am I? Thank you for preparing the bull, my humble picador. I shall now finish this beast off easily.
Edgar, listen. There is no Elodio, no Lampita, no Dingo.
What?
You can't let the junior varsity pep squad ruin your life.
What's up with the junior?
Yeah, we were full on varsity.
Give me a G!
G!
Give me an O!
O!
Give me a B!
They stole my happiness, my life, the state semi-final.
What if Doom 2016 was an anime?
Okay.
So.
No, wait! Edgar!
Now.
He never learns.
The real fight begins now.
Oh no. I can't believe I stuck 4 of those barbed poles in his back.
They're called banderillas.
I gotta get those out of there and protect Edgar. If something happens to him while I'm in his mind, I'll get the boot.
Mm-hmm. Basically...
I am the mighty El Odio! I have all the power of the bull!
And all the weaknesses.
Look out! Here comes El Odio!
Can't get a good grip.
Alright. So we got him once. Hit him with a confusing grenade.
Look out! Here comes
This is the boss fight.
El Odio doesn't like that.
There's also another thing I like too. I like the art of Dingo in the corner of his health bar too.
Look out! Here comes El Odio!
Can't get a good grip. Can't get a good grip.
Shit, I need. Get away from him, you bitch!
Look out! Here comes El Odio! Ow! Right in El Odio's butt!
Come on, just come a little closer. Where is he?
Ow! El Odio is dying.
It's all right. It's It's okay. We'll
His fucking face.
some other day.
Please. Edgar, look at them. They're too pathetic to hurt you anymore. Can't you just let it go?
How embarrassing. I can't believe I was hung up for so long over these losers.
I always loved you more.
If she...
Apparently, archaeologists have discovered a sarcophagus belonging to Romulus, one of the founders of Rome.
Oh, cool.
I wonder if we'll find Remus.
Maybe someday.
Boys, we have a sarcophagus canceled.
When you deliver this to my
Because
patronas,
Romulus,
also hand him
he
my
wasn't a nice boy.
But I am checking
And
myself.
he was in fact quite a bad boy
my
indeed.
mind, young friend. So before I go, I'd like to show my gratitude by painting you a real work of art.
No bull?
You make light of my mental problems.
So guys,
Still, I have no rage. Amazing.
who should we do next? Should we do the actress, or should we do the guy whose genetic memory of his ancestor Napoleon Bonaparte has taken over his mind?
I say we do Napoleon.
Behind you, General.
All right. Before we go to Napoleon, I want to run out here a sec.
Napoleon.
Oh yeah, by the way, so remember that neat little fast travel feature around the camp?
Yeah.
That ain't here.
Oh.
I really Psychonauts 2 I don't think it's gonna have like as much of the same charm as like 1 in terms of like the camp shit, but like this game, like this area of the game is just I hate it. I don't like it. Alright, so we'll do Napoleon. Now, Napoleon's world is one of the 2 worlds in the game that does not feature a boss fight. Let's go talk to him.
Sir?
Okay.
My name is Napoleon Bonaparte.
Oh, excuse me. Mr. Bonaparte.
Shh. I only think I'm Napoleon Bonaparte. Do not listen to the weakling. He denies his lineage because he feels it. You'll have to excuse me. I'm busy losing a battle with my sanity here. For France!
I like your jacket. Very strappy.
Alright. So where is my door? There's a second portal. Yeah, sorry for like not having much to talk about, but like complain here. And we'll be more on, like, let's just say tomorrow will be more on topic for a certain thing that I wanted to talk about today too, considering our topics, but we'll get to, we'll get to that when we get to that, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, no, I agree.
Alright, so first things first, you see this over here? Before we do anything, we get that in there.
Hey, you found my super valuable rare coin.
Yeah. Can I have it?
Knock yourself out. I got enough memories of my dumb ancestors hanging around.
So, this guy over here, unfortunately, is related to Napoleon Bonaparte. And because he's related to Napoleon Bonaparte, his genetic memory is inside of him, which has taken over his mind, because we'll find out why. It actually has to do with that asshole who's outside in the real world over by the elevator that we have to open up. Now, you might be wondering, why are we collecting a painting, and what are we going to get from this guy? Oh, you'll see what we need. Anyway. Let me get out my normal Shit. So we're gonna need it. What did I have for that? I had that, I believe. And we're gonna need that for later. Alright, so let's talk to them.
Hey, I found this rare coin in the fire.
Alright.
Who's winning?
Nobody's winning. Want to know who's losing? The Bonaparte family name.
Look, I forfeit, okay? You win. Napoleon Bonaparte wins again.
Is that the real Napoleon Bonaparte? I mean the imaginary real Napoleon Bonaparte?
Yeah, I'm actually related to him. Can you believe it?
Shut up! Stop telling people that shameful fact. I don't even want to be here. But when this sad excuse for a Bonaparte lost a simple game of war to a feeble-minded invalid, I just could not take it anymore. I was forced to take control, and I will stay in control until I beat the love of victory into this degenerate swine who dares to call himself a Bonaparte.
No, really, great-great-great-grandpa Napoleon, I do love victory, like, a ton. I love it so much. You can go now, I swear.
Your move.
This makes me glad I'm not related to Napoleon.
Same here.
Now you might be wondering, Marek, what do we do in this world? We're kind of...
We make dead memes. That's what we do in this world.
We're kind of stuck inside of a room. But what happens when we do this?
What's this? My lazy opponent is actually trying to win? He has sent in reinforcements. Well, well. Then let the game truly begin. Send in my best soldier. You! Destroy that bridge! For France!
For France!
I hate your stupid bridge.
This is how much I hate you! Ha ha! Suck on that bridge! Ah, yes. Now I shall go torment this poor peasant over here. Ha ha!
Oh man, now look. The bridge is broken and I can't move my pieces past it anymore. I quit. Napoleon, you win.
No, we don't forfeit. We're gonna beat you, Mr. Genetic Memory of Napoleon Bonaparte.
Haha! I like your je ne sais quoi, your joie de vivre. Maybe you will teach my long-legged nincompoop a lesson, eh? Alors.
I really like this world.
Ta-da! That was easy. Stronghold stormed, game 1.
Oh, you have to storm the stronghold with your knight, you stupid fool.
Oh.
So we can't just win by jumping on the pad, so... Cheese!
Cheese!
It's been destroyed. Sheogorath would be sad. Oh, so I was thinking about our pantheon of gods, and you wanna know what I came up with?
What?
So we have Cheese's Crust.
Uh-huh.
We have Cheese's Crust, Bob Ross, mozzarella cheese.
Wait, what? Mozzarella cheese.
Mozzarella cheese in our pantheon of gods and goddesses. Merciful Celestia.
Sure, why not?
Wait, I said Bob Ross. And I believe, and Sheogorath is in there now too, because I almost forgot about him.
We had the Emperor of Mankind.
We could add him, but he doesn't want to be a god, remember?
I know, that's why I'm doing it. I'm trying to be a loyal subject. Trying to make him a god, even though he doesn't want. That's literally how you become one. You have to reject reality.
Any
To
carpenters
worship the
home?
most secular atheist in history.
Go away, burglar.
I'm not a burglar. I'm a recruiter for Fred Bonaparte's army. We're a little light in our corps of engineers, see?
Listen, I know
So
you're a
them,
burglar.
and spread the
I've been
imperial
listening to your
truth.
footsteps on my roof all night,
Especially
trying to
people
break
that
in.
look and sound different to us.
Why don't you just slide down the chimney? I got a nice fire going for you in here, Mr. Burglar.
And by spreading, I mean by bolt fire.
Okay, if I'm a
Can you tell
burglar,
I'm trying to
then
hear
how
you?
can I be down here talking to you and up on the roof at the same time?
Maybe you're a ventriloquist.
Listen, if I go see what's up on your roof and take care of it, will you come out and help fight Napoleon?
Maybe.
Good enough.
Ironically, even though the entire Imperium is dedicated, and it is a fascist organization, the Emperor himself is not necessarily one. But he doesn't really have a say in it because he's dead.
Well, right now we're pretty much have to take over a crazy emperor, so.
Imagine being one of the 1,000 people sacrificed.
Also, look, it's them in the room playing the game.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if you can clip through those cobwebs, the mental cobwebs.
You can't. I've tried everything in my power when I was a kid, and I couldn't do it.
That doesn't mean it can't be done.
Well, there's probably some weird-ass level skips I know nothing about, so...
Anyone else think it's weird that you can take items from the real world and bring them into the world of someone's mind?
Well, it's like an astral projection of it. And you can't do it with all.
You can astral project your soul, but then you can astral... Well, if that's the case, why can't you just...
What?
If you can just choose to project the things you buy in the store, why do you have to buy them? You can just say, oh, well, I'm bringing it with the power of my mind into this person's mind. You don't have to have it on your person. Checkmate, atheist. Because if you can't just bring it into his head without buying it first. I forgot where I was going with that.
I don't even know what you were going at. You do have to buy it, and then you're able to bring it into people's heads.
I know, but why? If you're making an astral projection of yourself into their head, wouldn't you be able to choose anything? Like how is it that if it's just purely your mind going into theirs, how do you bring things into it? It's like invading someone else. You know, when you lucid dream, you can kind of make reality whatever you want. If you astral project into someone else's mind, how do you bring things from the real world into their mind? And why do you have to buy it in the real world to do that? Couldn't you just see it in the store and like, oh, that's neat. That thing that's in the store that I didn't buy. Let me fucking plagiarize that and take that in.
The people.
He has abandoned us. He doesn't care.
Am I right? Am I wrong?
Look, I'll tell you what. I'll talk
I understand that it's like
but items are situational is the thing.
And that the fight is not meaningless.
What does that have to do with anything?
When I hear it from him.
Because even the items that you don't use. So why should you have to buy them in the real world if you didn't take them into someone's mind? Couldn't you just like imagine what it does or imagine what it looks like and take that thought, that concept into someone's head? Because you're not physically taking your stuff in there, you are still on the outside with all of your things. So obviously what's going in there is what you choose to bring in there. It's like, you know, the concept of like Egyptian pharaohs would bury themselves because they think they can take it into the afterlife, and most people are like, when you die, you lose all your stuff and you don't bring it with you. Same thing, when you go into someone's mind, if you can bring anything with you, theoretically you could bring anything.
You're bringing yourself into the mind is the idea.
Okay, but why do you necessarily have to keep the clothes then? Because the clothes aren't... Clothes and your equipment and all that. Because that's all artificial stuff. That has nothing to do with your mind. But that transfers over.
Now, also, some strategic use of powers here too. I love this. This is like the map where you use every ability you have at your disposal.
What about that carnival level later on? Don't you use whatever your powers there?
This guy needs a duffel
Not really. You need, like, if I remember correctly, the majority of the powers you use are telekinesis, So one burglar stopped. We're gonna stop this guy now too. Also, we found another one of the things. Fred versus Crispin. This is Fred Bonaparte. He works in an insane asylum. He sees Crispin all sad and alone in his cell in a straitjacket, drooping from the mouth like some fucking psychopath. He decides to play some Waterloo-oo with him. They play for a while. Crispin wins. Fred's like, what the fuck? Fred keeps trying.
Congratulations, you played yourself. I was recently playing Card Hunter the other day, and it was during my old dwarf party, and one of my warrior dwarf, some kind of spellcaster, and they casted an attack which does like 6 or 7 damage, and it damages you by 2. My dwarf had really good armor, so they fucking resisted. But the other guy was low on health, and he didn't have any armor, so he killed himself. And then I said, in real life, unironically, congratulations, you played yourself. Because I didn't take any damage at all, and he just killed himself with his own magic.
Okay, you can come out.
I'm surprised we didn't die when we played the,
Wow. I know, right? I have no fucking clue how we survived that.
Okay, here I come.
The power of friendship.
Just show
The
me
power of overpowered heroes.
Go to town.
Oh yeah, me and Nick have recently played Card Hunter, and we have started the All Cleric party, and it's broken. We shouldn't have survived.
Well, because it's specific cards. You need like the one that's like, you need like one that's giving you like rage boost, and then the other that's doing like
You also need physical attacks.
Yep.
Oh, now
And movement.
broke my beautiful
And you can only have like 5 cards maximum. You have to like lose all but 2 of them each round.
I love how the Carpenter talks about his bridges like they're beautiful, beautiful women.
The Carpenter.
So this guy over here is not happy about Fred Bonaparte. I can't get him. I don't know how the fuck I have to like. Gotta get him to like Fred again. Let me see here.
Hey, we really need your help out here on the battlefield.
Did you talk to Fred Bonaparte yet?
Oh yeah, that's what I was supposed to do.
Well, good thing I went down and talked to him, so now I gotta get out of the board game and talk to Fred. Speaking of Fred, you know what? Like, you know what? I'm glad I got Verve, because now
This stream is sponsored by Verve.
Everyone, I can't help it because it actually is a lot of shit I like to watch on it. Number 1 and number 2, it's good for my mom because it's got old movies and it's got like the Flintstones. My mom has a Flintstones addiction for some reason.
Mom watches the Flintstones.
So talk about Fred. What's been going on in my house before the streams? A ton of Flintstones. That's pretty much it. Like, I had to change the Flintstone. I had to turn off Verve. I had to turn up the thing, honestly. Like, all you need if you want, like, a streaming service with everything, you get Hulu, Verve, and, Netflix. Boom. There you go. You got the triumvirate. Or, and you know what? To supplement it, you know what you also grab?
What?
Just because it's free, you grab Tubi.
I was gonna say something, but oh wait, I remember what I was. That is dirty.
Hey, Fred.
The stream's sponsored
The
by
problem
Verve.
is people think
fuck,
I don't care.
no, not that.
What?
What do you call a Frenchman with the
Then
best?
lead them to victory, milky toast.
Shut up. They
What do you
think
call
you
it?
don't care if they live or die.
What do you call a
What
Frenchman
do
that
they
gets
want
a
from me?
vasectomy?
A notice on my
What do you call
official
a Frenchman
stationery
that
that
gets a
says I'd be
vasectomy?
sad if they die?
Napoleon Bonaparte.
Yep.
God damn it.
Well, if that doesn't work.
Let me guess. You give up?
Bingo! Ha! Another game at which I would surely defeat you.
Hey, you take that little victory if you need it, tiny man.
I honestly like Fred because you literally give him a confidence boost.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I have an
I feel like
important
my
message
jokes
from
might
your
be
fearless
perceived as
leader.
funnier if I told people I was trying to tell a joke
He
before I
does
said it.
care. He does.
Because usually when I tell people jokes, they
Fred
look at me like I'm a
Bonaparte is the
psychopath.
greatest leader
They
of
don't
all
realize that
time.
I'm telling a joke.
Peyton,
wait
I take
I
no
have social
offense.
anxiety, and I don't do social good.
I'm part French.
Hey, he's a great
There's
leader.
no worries
but
there.
It's still Fred.
I don't think it's because like offended, but like they look at me like
Okay. Hurl my innocent
they just
bones
said
into the
stuff out
cruel
of
machine
nowhere,
of war.
and they don't realize
I'm
I'm
ready.
trying to set up a joke. 'Cause
This
I
guy,
don't care about
this
it.
guy is about to die in the name of his fucking king. I love it. Peyton, we literally are playing Warhammer secretly right now.
Oh my god, stop. I will say though, something I didn't realize I'd love until I found it.
There it goes.
Take that.
Die.
Do you mind if I derail the stream a little bit about waifu?
Sacre bleu! I cannot believe it, Fred! You have accidentally done something right!
Nick.
I have.
What's up?
Yes, but I'm
Did you hear
afraid
what I
it's
said?
still not
Want
enough.
to talk about
More
waifus?
manpower!
Do you want me to derail the stream for a little bit?
Sure, why not?
Alright, so String Storm is a content creator for the Warhammer franchise. He makes
Hey,
and they're
stop killing
really
my
good high
bridges. You're
quality.
making me
Like he
mad.
makes rock ballads and shit. He also for like a month did a series of videos where he would have like a music video with an avatar of like a certain faction, like the different factions in Warhammer. So like he had one for the demons, he had one for the Adeptus Mechanicus, he had one for the orcs, he had one for the Imperial Guard. And I've seen a couple of them. Most of them are actual heresy. One of them is the best, and it's the Imperial Guard one. Because the fucking they're called idols, and the idol for the Imperial Guard was Perfecto.
Oh, now who went?
And I didn't realize that I would love it until I watched it.
Don't worry, darling. We'll get you fixed up good as new in no time.
Because they the character embodied the while also being anime waifu girl, and I think that's quite funny.
I'm recruiting for Fred Bonaparte's army.
Waifus
Fred
everywhere.
really cares.
I do not normally do the anime, so it was surprised when I did the anime.
So now this guy's gonna die for money.
Like any good German mercenary.
But he's a French guy. He's a French conscript, pretty much.
Like any good German mercenary. He dies for money in a country that doesn't recognize or recognizes, like, he kind of blends in with the...
He's a French conscript. He's gonna die either way.
Just like a German mercenary. Gotta get those fucking Deutschmarks.
Charlemagne Lefranc. I got a ton of like stream ideas we could do when I get a capture card. I'm saving
like
up.
Planet Mans?
I'm saving up for it. Look. My niche is pretty much like retro shit. Like.
Oh yeah, Planet Mans had a pretty big revival. They have Star Wars-esque cruisers now that you can summon in atmosphere, and you can like stand on them. It's pretty Gucci.
Okay, snails, it's time to serve the cause.
So be it.
The snails talk.
Dude, snails are
If it
bad.
is truly a time of war, then we
I thought they were
are
good.
ready. We can no longer pull our heads into our shells and hide. We are, after all, armored warriors, and this is our land too. We may not be fast, but we always march upon the glittering path of righteousness, for we created ourselves from our hearts. Lead us onward, and let us eat holes in the leaves of Napoleon's garden.
Wow. Right on.
Very poetic snails. I just want to put this out too. The only way this level could get more French is if there were fucking frogs everywhere.
No, mimes.
or the game could just pull a what's his name, a Glass Joe, and he just holds up a fucking baguette for no reason.
What do frogs and mimes have in common?
What do frogs and mimes have in common, Peyton?
People start to freak out when they hear them speaking English. You subscribe to bad jokes.
The other thing I'd say too though is that like I wouldn't say that brony fandom is like dead. It's just very fractured.
We're coma adjacent.
Yeah, like honestly, it's fine. You know, we're good. Like it doesn't really matter. Like the show is good. That's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like a little more. I'm more open about it now because I was just tired of being like a fucking shithead.
When were you a shithead?
When I was a fucking teenager?
Was it that before the whole brony thing?
No, that was like midway through.
Alright, it's like fucking 10 years old. Shit.
Yeah, like, dude, I'm 20. Look, like I said this, I keep saying this. I have to keep saying this on stream because we always this conversation was. I fucking realized, why am I being an asshole? I'm a fucking goofball. Fuck this shit.
Fuck this shit. I'm out.
Like, you know, fuck this crap. I'm a fucking goof. I'm like, I put it like this. I say this. I'm like a stoner who laughs at his own jokes.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even do I'm pretty fucking straight edged. I don't do drugs. Like, the thing is though, like, I will go into, like, give me a chance, I will walk into a Bed Bath Beyond or something like that and proudly ask, like, a person, hey, where's the Beyond section? Knowing wholeheartedly it doesn't fucking exist. Speaking of which, I actually did that today.
So you have chosen the void.
Hey, it's like
oh god, no!
Imagine working at a Bed Bath Beyond. All of a sudden, someone walks up to you. Hey, what's the Beyond section?
You point to a closet, and it's just like a.
I said that to three separate workers in the place, right?
Gosh, that's brilliant. I know what you got there from, but that.
Yeah, and like only one of them. So the first, like the girl I asked, she's like, are you talking about Click? I'm like, yeah. It's like, you know, if you ever find that remote, let me know. Okay. then I think afterwards she was actively avoiding me, which was the funny part, right? Then I ask a random dude. I say like, excuse me, where's the Beyond section? He immediately get what I was saying. Like he chuckled and he went, the whole store. And I'm like, that's a
person of culture.
I was
I think they understand the joke, but oh yeah, where's the fucking void?
And I was like, but seriously though?
The employee.
I was like, but seriously though, I need to find an item. It was like, that was the whole. Yeah. Then I can't. Now I walked around the store like 3 times. I was looking for someone, right? And I by the way, I was there for a reason. I didn't just go in there to tell the stupid joke. I had to admit that I said I'm rarely in a Bed Bath Beyond, and I said to like the girl, I said, look, I'm rarely in a Bed Bath Beyond, and I found myself in here today looking for something, and you know what? I had to make that joke since I'm in here, so fuck it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So I said that to her. Then like, you know, I was looking for somebody. I wasn't looking for like people who worked at the store to just say my shitty joke. No, I was actually looking for like, because I went with someone and I was looking for them. I'm like, how the fuck do they get lost in a store? It's like a fucking box, right? Now I'm looking for them. And I'm going around and around. And I say, so I have a chance of doing the joke like 2 more times, because there was this old man worker and this like middle-aged chick, right? I guess in her 40s or 50s. Anyway, Fred versus Napoleon. Crispin keeps winning, Fred keeps losing. Fred's like, "What the fuck's going on, mate?" Then he sees Napoleon in the mirror. Napoleon attacks him. Napoleon takes over, and now he's in the insane asylum as well. The end. Like, I'm a shithead. I'm not that much of a shit. I'm a shithead when it comes to this sort of thing, but I'm not that much of a shithead. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like stoner who laughs at his own jokes type of guy. Fucking stupid goofball. Yeah, I went into a Bed Bath & Beyond looking for like something with someone, and I said, "Fuck it, I'm in here. I might as well do this." And oh yeah, and then I said, "All right." I literally had a choice between annoying, I guess, a store manager, or annoying like some poor old guy who's probably retired and working in there for like. So I literally picked my poison, and I went with the person who wouldn't tell me to leave the store immediately. I walk up to the old guy, I say, "Hey, where's the Beyond section?" He started fucking laughing.
That probably made his day. You know what I'm saying?
Like, not every day you hear the daddest of the dad jokes.
Delicious.
I'm sure he probably tells his children that joke.
Since the Duchess's birthday, but even those were not so full of spirit. I am truly inspired. Come.
Now, this is like the local Bed Bath & Beyond. And every time I'm in there and I go past the fucking, like... Every time I'm in there, I go past, like, the bridal... They have, like, this sort of bridal thing there, right? That you can, like, you know, set up... You can set up, like, you know, wedding gifts and shit. Every time I pass by, I get, like, fucking bad memories of sitting in that store for, like, a fucking hour. Like... Two of my family members immediately involving their wedding. Let's go to Bed Bath & Beyond and set up our bridal thing. I've been in that store for 2 hours. I've been in that store for like 4 hours of like wasted fucking time. You want to know what kept my time? You want to know what kept me from going fucking crazy?
What?
Music. Me walking around this box-shaped store for I don't know how long, and like back when I was a kid with this sort of shit, and like coming up with like imaginary fights in my head and shit like that. Like I was thinking of shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm trying to see the map here. So this guy is gonna die next. I'm gonna go over here.
I kill you.
Haha, not bad, Fred.
What? What'd I do?
You're doing better than usual. And I hate to end the fun, but I guess it's time to put an end to this, as usual. Guard the bridge to the stronghold with your life!
None shall pass.
I think that, yeah, that's the snails. We got the snails already. Oh, that's a fucking glitch. It keeps doing like the, picturesque thing. Alright, so let's talk to this guy. What does this needy fucking farmer want? Because he's gonna die.
Hello. I'm recruiting soldiers for the army of the caring and generous Fred Bonaparte.
Weapon.
What?
Weapon. That's what I want. I'm not gonna die like the others, okay?
That's the spirit.
You get me my special musket, and I'll come out. I think I left it buried in some hay in that heavily guarded building.
Special musket, you say?
No.
Then I'll sign up and kill me some Napoleon lovers. Got it?
Be right back.
His special musket.
the musket he uses on special occasions.
The musket that lies between the lines.
Oh boy.
My wife doesn't like me to talk about the war very much. The judge said I had to stop talking about it.
Man, oh man.
The judge said I had to stop talking to her about it.
Man, oh man, that battlefield is brutal.
Yeah, no, these droids keep kicking my ass.
It's been months since I've seen my loving wife and kids.
It's been a month since I've seen my girl. She was a whore anyway.
But we don't have any children!
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
You're dead to me. Are they headbutting you?
What?
Or the sensors.
Nah.
It looked like they were headbutting you.
Wow, we finally found some emotional baggage. Like at this point, I'm just like, we're almost towards the end, and I can feel the seething of, oh god, we're at the end of the game. I don't want to do this. Why did I play Psychonauts? Why did I play Psychonauts? Oh god, we're gonna be in the ultra roadblock.
We're going up to the wall.
Nostalgia critics, the wall. Alright, no. Alright, we gotta dial this back. We gotta dial it back. We made a nostalgia critic reference. We gotta let it die.
Yes.
The problem is.
Let it die.
So,
let it die. Let it shrivel up and die.
Speaking of like bronies and like nostalgia critic, I'm just gonna have to bring that up one more time because this is in relation. So I watched a video made by Josh Scorcher. I don't dislike the guy. He's got a lot of good potential. The problem is he wastes it on like mid-tier denominator, you know what I mean? Like he's not going for the lowest common denominator. He's like mid-tier when it comes to that sort of shit. Like
I don't find his humor I don't find his jokes very funny.
Because it's Channel Awesome humor. Channel Awesome humor was never funny.
That's true.
Like you laugh at it when you're like 12 in fucking middle school.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Hit the nail on it.
Like that's what I mean. No, and the thing is, and he for the longest time he tried to get involved with Channel Awesome, which was a bad idea in hindsight.
Yes.
I don't know what he's going. Like,
Curb Your Enthusiasm meme.
He really, honestly, Josh has potential. He's got a lot of good potential. I just don't like his style of humor because it's literally just emulating a bad brand on a, like, shittier scale, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Alright, you know what he tried to sort of bring up in his recent video? Because he was talking about Valve fails, right? He brought up the fucking, like, PC versus console debate shit again, right? And I'm like, 2020...
That hasn't been relevant in a...
Yeah, and he brought up that, like, console gamers are gonna be salty and whatever. I'm like, dude, number one, it's 2020. No one gives a shit about that anymore. Number two, I'm a console, I stream, as an audience member, who watched this video, because I'm technically an audience member at that point. I watched the video. As an audience member, I want to say this. I play both PC and console games, right? I hold no preference over whatever, right? At the moment, I've been playing a lot more PC games because they're easier to stream. Now, they're easier to stream at this current time. Now, I don't fucking, you know what I mean? I don't piss on, any sort of thing. Because I can play both just fine, right? Now, I know he's trying to go for humor, but it's just kind of, poor. It's, not even, barely in poor taste, but just kind of, it's a dead joke that people took way fucking seriously, and I'm glad a lot of the people who took it fucking seriously are gone. What's his name? The Top Hat guy, or whatever the fuck his name was.
Top Hats and Champagne?
Yeah. Yeah, he fucking took that shit seriously.
I'll bet I can arm our troops with that.
Like, it was really fucking stupid. Point is that like, it was just kind of low income, and that's all he kind of does. He's like mid-tier denominator. Like, he has potential. Like, you know, the brony stuff can stay. That's pretty much it. Like, that's him. But like, the jokes and shit are just very like poor imitations of like a shitty thing.
Yes. I see.
Like that, and bringing up dead jokes from like years gone by, because why the fuck not? Like, I don't think he's a bad guy. I'm not gonna get mad at someone who has like a different opinion than me.
Okay, there's your special.
But like,
ready?
All right.
Dude, you know, life's too short for that shit. Number one.
I got you that gun so you could fight Napoleon's army, not the carpenter.
He's gonna rob the carpenter with the gun.
Now, but he's always got a fire going, so I can't get down his chimney.
Well, could you just fight this one lousy soldier first? He's kind of in the way anyway.
Okay, but just as practice.
Anyway, he has a lot of potential. He's got a lot of potential. It was kind of wasted. So that's like all I can say. And you know, Josh, it's probably too important to listen to this, and I shit talk a lot of other crappier YouTubers, but like, Josh, if you're listening to this, you got potential, mate. Please do better.
Yeah.
Careful, I have
Want to talk about something kind of relevant to this, actually?
Sure, go for it.
Do either of you guys know who Akkad is?
Who?
Wait.
Sargon of Akkad.
Oh, Jesus.
Dude, I know who Sargon is.
Yeah. Apparently recently he tried to like remake Gamergate.
Okay, wait a minute. Can I want to talk about this a second too.
Go for it.
All right. I don't know about Sargon trying to remake Gamergate, but I have a point here. I said this at the start. I said this at the first Psychonauts stream.
Was that you? Yeah, come on, we're winning. All we have to do is unjam those gears. I'm on it, General.
So
Nick, I think your mic cut out.
I stopped myself because I was listening to the cutscene. Anyway, so as I was saying, right, what happened was, now talk about Gamergate. So at the first Psychonauts stream, I brought up the Gamergate thing, where I said that you heard about the hashtag not your shield thing, Peyton?
Vaguely.
Basically, that was all sock puppet accounts set up by 4chan, right?
Amazing.
Now, talk about Gamergate in this. So, now that you tell me Sargon's trying to start up Gamergate, you want to know what I saw?
It's not. It was like a year or so ago, but it is like relevant. Trying to bring back like fucking console type. It's in the same vein of like dumb shit.
He tried to do that too? Bring back the console debate bullshit?
No, I think that. No, didn't you say something like Jar?
What?
Like reignite that shit?
Oh,
didn't you
yeah.
say something along the lines of.
Yeah, like it's trying to reignite this sort of thing. It's stupid. It's really fucking stupid to try to do that because there's no point in doing it. It's like, here's the thing. News outlets want people to fight with each other, right? Because if we're all divided, then it's easier to sell fear-mongering bullshit or other things like that, right? The gaming industry wants us divided. Like, I started on console. I didn't migrate to PC, but I play on both, as I say. But I understand this thing. The gaming industry wants us to fight amongst ourselves, because if we do that, you know what's gonna happen? There's less people around who are
gonna have more conflicts to make story.
No, more conflicts means less like you know, working together on shit, which is why things won't get done. Like, remember when Persona 5 came out on PS4, right? There were people in the fucking Xbox forums and shit saying that the game was for pedophiles. Like, they're trying to find stupid justifications for not liking the game, when you don't need a justification for not liking the game. Like, you just don't have to like the game.
Is that a thing that actually happened?
Yes. They tried to claim that people who played the Persona series were pedophiles.
How?
Because there's like dating sim aspects and like light novel aspects or whatever in the game.
That's dumb.
Anyway, back to my point though. So back to my point about like what you said, that people trying to reignite something. So, and I this like the people like the Gamergate and Not Your Shield thing being related, like, and the Not Your Shield being sock puppets. Now, speaking of this, guess what turned up on Twitter, of all places? 4chan is at it again, but they're doing it horribly.
So they're doing it.
They're trying to say that they're trying to do the they're trying to claim that the Sonic movie, they're trying to make sock puppet accounts to say that the Sonic movie is anti-homosexual.
Now, how do you know if this is like 4chan and not just like?
Because they're really obvious.
It's
they're
number
not,
one.
They're not as. They used to be subtle somewhat, but
when you were on 4chan for as long as I am, it's really obvious when they're trying. At least nowadays, it's obvious when they're trying to like.
For example, they tried to push. They tried to push a campaign
wait, hold on.
failed.
One at a time, please.
All right, hold on.
Let me go. Let me go first because I brought up the. All right, so so basically nowadays, right? You can easily tell when a 4chan person is trying to, like, obviously do a SJW parody, or like, you know, they're trying to like, you know, make, you know, claim to be an SJW person, right? Now, like, continuing from that, I've seen the accounts that made the claim, and they look fake as fuck. One of them is even called Harley Quinn's gay friend. It's clearly obvious these are sock puppet accounts.
Yeah.
Like, it's clearly obvious. One of them has a picture of the kid from Monster House. Basically, they're trying to say that the Sonic movie is anti-homosexual and that, like, it's trying to take out Birds of Prey, which is pro-homosexual. It's a bunch of salty 4chaners pretty much trying to set things up. I've been, like, you know, when you've been around on 4chan for as long as I have back in the day, you can easily tell a 4chan prank, right?
Oh, okay then.
Like, not your, like, I want to put this up. So extra credit, like, let me just swing this back around and I'll let Peyton go. So remember when Extra Credits made that stupid video saying that if you play as a Nazi in a game, you're a Nazi?
Yeah.
It's been like that for fucking years. Nobody just wanted to admit to it. Because they actually believed the Not Your Shield thing was real. A lot of people believe the Not Your Shield when it's clearly obvious that if you looked at the accounts that were spouting around the Not Your Shield thing, they only started tweeting recently, right? And if you literally reverse image search for their like profile images, you find them at random places. They literally catfished everybody.
Although if someone doesn't think to look for that, they probably would.
Yep, which is how it easily sort of is done.
Your walls are no thicker than the crust of a creme
Something I was gonna go on. They're
the
not.
mighty
They
tapping
used to
of
be
my
like
spoon.
have the semblance of being like accurate, but now they're chasing glory days. If that makes sense. And they're really obvious, and they're trying to like capture back what it used to be, like with Shia LaBeouf's like capture the flag thing. But they're not the same as they used to be. Like they're still edge lords, but they're not. You know, they had fucking actual like clever pranks and shit back in the day, but now it's really obvious when they do it, and like the pattern that they have. Really obvious. Like they had a campaign where they said, "All right, well, to stand in solidarity with women with heavy periods, women let the flow flow." And like take pictures of it to stand in solidarity. Like that's really fucking stupid, and not anything someone that actually cared about women with clothes
Except for that last
do.
one.
You know what I
The one
mean?
in Waterloo.
I was sick that day.
I see.
Very bad stomach cramp.
Not that I'm necessarily an expert in the field, but I don't think there are many women that would think that was
It's
catch my drift. Yeah, like not even like
like the beginning and
a bad message.
When
is he really gone?
When the he will not divide us thing started,
here?
The beginning of it, you know, looking back on it, the beginning of it was petty. When it was in Liverpool, I thought it was pretty fucking interesting how they tried to, you know, how they tried to take out the flag that way.
Good thinking, Fred.
But then by the time he was just broadcasting himself hidden in his cabin.
Yes.
it got like very petty.
What?
Like because people just went into the
War as
museum,
hell, Rasputin.
did stupid Fortnite dances and shit in front of like the camera, and that was it.
For you. Just as
Like by that point, it was just fucking petty. He's just in a cab. Like I made the joke, he's literally becoming actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, it was the fucking song was like a fortune drove him to become. I want this to happen now.
Like, you know, back when
he hunts 4chaners in the woods, they were trying.
It was funny.
It's like an asymmetrical multiplayer game now.
It was funny, like, you know, it was funny when people like Tom Green kept doing it, because Tom Green, a comedian, knew how to spin it off and be funny. Like, unfortunately, Shia LaBeouf ain't too much of a comedian. He's just a child actor who got like dealt a shitty hand, like most child actors did. Like, I can't blame him for the situation he's put himself in.
I think he did the flag thing knowing that people would try to, knowing that they might be successful. Because the point of the flag thing was like, he won't fight us. And here he is trying to bring people together. Finding a flag. Maybe he was having a belt 40 chest. Nobody ever suspected it. Everybody thought he was like a crazy guy, but maybe he had a plan. I think the whole capture the flag thing would be a neat idea if it was tied to such distasteful human beings. Like you gotta unironically just say, "Hey, I found a," and you just have a bunch of people on the internet make it like an apolitical thing where they try to find the flag. I think that could be neat.
No.
It's like an ARG.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Even a child can see I've lost
Instead, it's
control
fucking
of this
tied to some of the most despicable human beings on Earth.
Look, kid. Wasn't always
Like, make no mistake, like, 4chan can be funny sometimes, but don't.
But then our
Good
big
people.
star,
They
Bonita
aren't.
Soleil, got
Like, it can be funny, there's potential, but for the most part, it's just kind of like,
So now we're stuck flipping between
it's just making fun of retards because they're retarded. It's like,
the horror
just,
of
you know,
Agatha Holmes.
when you know, start like thinking, when you stop acting like you're in a high school, it's just kind of like,
Ignore Jasper. He's just a critic who happens to be right.
I'll go talk to Bonita. I'm sure all she needs is a little pep talk.
That acting lesson.
sorry, cutscene.
You can get Bonita to take the stage again, and you're the star of my show, kid.
Anyway, the idea being that like, when you grow a brain, when you essentially like think for yourself, right? You stop making fun, you know, you stop like doing what you did in high school, or like middle school, where like, you know, like you stop listening to your inner frat boy, where, you know, just because someone is differently than you or acts differently than you doesn't mean you should be afraid of them. You should be angry at them. How dare they be different? Like what my way of life ain't gonna. Jokes aside though, like we really have to like not give a shit about our like really like we have to learn that yes, they're stupid. That doesn't mean that people get like certain, you know, doesn't mean that people get certain write-offs because of like their like feeling or whatever the fuck like that. It means that like we have to understand each other and work together. That's the whole that's the way the world works. Now the irony in that like the people who keep chaperoning like survival of the fittest and everything like that is that like human beings, even in our fucking prime as like cavemen and shit, actually showed compassion for one another when there was like a crippling disability within the family group or whatever, within the family group or tribe. Speaking of which, you wanna know the weirdest thing I've ever fucking heard coming out of like ancient history, like caveman times, pretty much?
What?
So there was believe it or not, there was a female sort of caveman warrior, right? I forgot what fucking tribe this is. I forgot the name of like because they found her in a military burial ground for like this tribe of cave people, right? And they would, and basically what happened was they found out that like she had a birth defect where her hips were like fucked up or something like that, or like her pelvis or something like that. Basically, she had like some fucked up bones in her legs, right? That would make it really fucking hard for her to be a warrior, but somehow she was in the army, like, this, you know, despite her being a woman, and she was apparently buried with, like, certain things that showed she had high honors as a warrior, so she did some fucking crazy things.
Sounds like a badass.
An actual...
Yeah, they commend her for that.
An actual badass.
I wonder what she did.
This is why ancient history is important, but the fun fact is nobody learns about it. I've asked a lot of people, like, where I worked, and you want to know what they always told me?
What?
Social studies was their most boring class.
I thought it was one of mine.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed social studies.
I loved science, though.
My manager said that, and I'm like, that scares me.
Not liking social studies isn't the same thing as not appreciating history, though. It's different.
Yeah. No, like, I gave her, like,
I can appreciate art without necessarily
one
liking some parts of it.
One night when I was working with her and, like, one of the new people, I said to them, it's like, you'd like social studies if you got to learn about, like, you know, if you ever learned about, like, shit like the sea people. And they didn't know what the sea people were,
she
right?
Really doesn't want to see anyone right now.
Did you tell them about the cargo quote?
No.
Got it. Suitcase tag. That's what I need here.
So the sea people were like a group, were like this sort of rogue group of like people, like these rogue tribe of seafaring folk, who we know next to nothing about. They just showed up one day and started murdering people, right?
As you do.
And from there, they just kind of like existed to kill people. They got wiped out by like the Egyptians and the Macedonians, I think.
Now it's my turn. Now my cue to come out of there and blow the fuck out.
Also, here's another famous voice actress or actor. You guys ready for this one?
Y'all ready for this?
Sure. Miss Soleil, I heard you were feeling bad, so I just wanted to say that whatever you're going through, you're not alone. I used to be a performer myself, and I know how hard it is when...
Kid, can't you see I'm trying to have a moment here?
Sorry, I was looking for Bonita Soleil.
You mean the personal muse of Gloria von Guten? Her inner sunshine?
The spirit of her youth, yes.
That's me. What do you want? An autograph? I'm kind of busy here.
Then you on stage right away for your big number.
They need you on stage right away for your big number.
Am I not playing this right or something? I'm drowning in a quagmire of self-pity. Why aren't you getting that? Should I be doing more with my hands?
Is this Dr. Girlfriend? I can't tell.
So, you're not going out on stage?
Have you seen any of the plays we put on here? Those god-awful slices of Gloria's terrible life? How am I supposed to bring light to those? Listen, the burden of being the only sunshine in this theater is just too much for one beautiful, glowing, inspirational muse to bear, you know?
Is there any way I can get you to take the stage for the fans?
If you can get me some help out there so I'm not the only light on the set.
I'll turn on a spotlight.
That could work, but you'll need a candle. I think there might be a spare in the storeroom. If you can get a candle into a spotlight and light it, I'll come out and give the show one last try. But I'm not promising anything.
So who's that crying?
So who's that crying?
Oh, sorry.
Who knows?
Hey, can we kill the waterworks for a second? Thanks. It's a recording. It helps me focus.
I'll leave you alone.
I'll leave you alone now. I know you have a lot of crying to do.
Thank you. Now, where was I?
Anyway, we got our first first, hey, get over here. Got a first vault, so let's see what this is about. Gloria's cruel training. Oh, fucking boy. Hagatha Home for Girls. There's the lady in the garden who's getting taken by some fucking witch hag woman teacher. Everybody was whipped to perform proper. Everybody was whipped to sing proper. Everybody was whipped to watch movies about dancing proper. Everyone was whipped to put costumes on proper. Everyone was whipped to perform plays proper. The end. The story doesn't get any better from there.
I think I know about this part of the story.
Got it. Got it. Hip. Hip. Hip.
Got a lot of like famous voice actors and actresses in here. Like we got Steve Blum in Boyd's World. I think this is Dr. Girlfriend's voice actor.
Steve Stanton?
Yeah.
I don't really see him as Dr. Girlfriend. I know he played Grand Moff Tarkin in the CGI Clone Wars and Rebels, and he was also the Big Daddies in BioShock.
Wow, the voice of Benita Soleil came far.
Yep.
Benito Mussolini and the Flumini.
Boom, shakalaka laka.
Look alive, people!
Okay.
Are you ready to hate some characters?
Okay.
In position 1. And action! Tonight, I will be playing the part of Gloria Von Goofy, the famous actress.
In this nostalgic memory of her breakthrough role in the smash hit musical
Sunshine Shenanigans! And where would Gloria be without her muse?
Her inner sunshine.
The spirit of her youth. Play tonight, once again, by Benita Soleil. Oh, I do so hope that my mother is proud of me. Not again.
The Phantom.
I've seen some bad plays in my day, but this one's an actual menace. And it's all her fault. It's her bad acting that makes the Phantom strike. This time, I'm going to file a formal complaint and get this theater shut down.
Great. Well, I'm off to go kill myself.
You know, you could be a more constructive critic.
Kid, if you want to see a good play, come talk to me. I've got a script here that'll knock 'em dead, I promise.
So...
Hey! Whoa, 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 whoa! Careful! That's the manual mood override. That's how we set the right mood for the play. Mess with that, and we'll have happy plays on sad sets, sad plays on happy sets. Total chaos. Or worse, improv. So whatever you do, don't mess with the manual mood override unless you want to see some strange stuff happen.
I think Becky's not telling me the whole story.
Alright, so now the music actually starts up. So we pretty much get the premise here. We have to play around with the sets and the lighting. It's a really cool idea. By the way, if you couldn't tell, I do not like these flower people. They scare me.
Hey, can you help me get up to the catwalk so I can fight that Phantom?
Ah! Can't get there from here. I mean, unless you did that one particular play.
Also, in that cutscene,
particular sad. Oh, but what am I saying? That's almost impossible. Forget about it. The theater is doomed.
Hey, why do you have to be so hard on Benita?
I'm trying to save you from that mysterious phantom character. He only attacks when Bonita performs. If we got rid of Little Miss Sunshine, we'd all be safer now, wouldn't we? I'm only thinking of the children.
Benita's just trying to lighten things up around here.
Ah! I've seen better shines on a shoe. She should quit now while she can still get a job as a nightlight.
If you hate the show so much, why don't you just leave?
I can't stop looking at it. It's like the sight of a horrible car accident. A car accident where the victims can't act and the paramedics forget their lines.
If you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all.
The young boys' protests, though heartfelt, quickly lapsed into simplistic and tedious platitudes. 1.5 stars.
He tries to critique you.
All right,
the funny
later, you
part.
old gas bag.
Listen, this play just stinks. Here, try this one instead. This play has some action in it, some zing.
Wow, thanks. Are you actually being nice?
No, I'm just trying to keep myself halfway entertained. Go, give that to Becky, and see if she can't find some actors to ruin it.
Anyway, if you saw in that cutscene, Becky, there's a lot of hidden shit in this. So, because you know how everyone in here is like a manifestation of that woman's mind?
Mm-hmm.
So Becky's line of, "Great, I'm going to go kill myself." That's implying that the lady's suicidal.
Oh, my dear mother! Do you not love my new seaside mansion, bought with a fraction of the wealth my overnight success has given to me? Yes, Gloria, my daughter. I only live to make you happy. We are so lucky to be together again, so that
These fucking characters look like Glowbox on crack.
and also that you are not even jealous of my youth and fame, though my star has risen
Like, they have the same mouth structure and the same fucking tongue. I hate it.
than that of yours, which has so quickly faded. Yes!
You know, for a second, I thought that it was just like there was like people like under the fucking like faces and shit. But no, that's their goddamn tongue.
Here's the best part about this too.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
As
I
much-
remember reading about this part.
As much as I love the musical theater, I don't like these dogs. Get away from me.
A place for every.
Thanks! Hey, you said that if Benita performed, everything would be okay.
Okay, so I left out the part about the deadly phantom. I thought you'd chicken out.
Ma'am, I'm a Psychonaut. Just show me how to get up to those catwalks he hides out in and...
Sorry, no way up there. Well, there was this one play. We would lower this prop hot air balloon down from the catwalks and then pull it back up again. If you find it, or any other play for crying out loud, just bring it to me and I'll run the actors through it. We're so desperate for new material around here. Hey, what's this? A new script? Night of Joy. Weird. Smells like popcorn and it doesn't say which set to play it on. Oh well, we'll just play it on whatever's on stage. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? Here, you can be my first AD play again. Okay, new script, everybody. Let's practice. And action.
You actually get really funny fucking comments, like, from the flower people if you play with certain, like, joy or sadness and on certain sets. Really good with certain plays.
He was brave in thought and deed. Can't you hear his mighty steed? Wow.
Now, you might be wondering, we're actually in the right set, but we gotta set it up right. When we turn the stage sad, everything becomes fucking dark and gloomy. And by the way, everything on the stage is now an enemy.
Yeah, no, fuck them flower children.
The mailboat ain't coming for you, girly.
The mail boat may never come, but I think I see the mail train approaching through yon tunnel.
Mail train? Yay! Surely it bears to me a letter from my dear mother who abandoned me at this school for girls so long ago. A dragon? Ah!
Ha ha ha! 'Tis a dragon indeed. You have been fooled and burned.
Outstanding.
I don't know who that guy's voice actor is. Sounds familiar too.
Must be out of range.
So, you actually easily kill them by lighting them on fire. We'll have to deal with more of them later.
Yeah, that one let it work.
So here's an obvious one.
He was brave in thought and deed. Can't you hear his mighty steed?
Here comes the knight to kill the dragon.
My father has nobly smoked in the face to his own death. He is a hero. Yay! For the record, not a bad kisser.
Man, don't you love it that flammable, that costumes are really flammable? Now, if we change the set back to this one, if we do the day the mailboat finally came, we actually get a funny one.
Wahaha! Welcome to Hagatha Homeschool for Girls, where you will begin your long and painful training in the theatrical disciplines. Wahaha!
But I don't want to study theater. I want my mom to come take me home right now. Your mom has a career and a boyfriend to think about. She doesn't have time for an ugly little girl like you. Boo-hoo-hoo!
There is nothing more tedious than the tears of an unlovable child.
It's time to suffer for your art.
That's a hint about what we need. So whenever we find that one play, we gotta bring it over. Burn! Alright, so let's get out this.
Oh, another script? The day the mailboat finally came? Uh-oh.
Props department, I'm gonna need a boat on stage right away.
Okay, people. Places,
The mailboat
everyone.
sank and everybody died.
And action.
I say, I believe I do see the mailboat approaching. I said, I believe I do see the mailboat approaching. Huh. I wonder if the captain of the boat wants to get beat up. And maybe that's why he's taking so long to bring it on stage.
Somebody come help me drag this thing.
Drag? No way. Oh, look! The mailboat sank and everybody died. The end.
The mailboat sank and everybody died. The end. Bring back the happiness, please.
That was very riveting.
Let us spin and be happy, entwined in this pole of love. Rejoice, for spring has besatten upon ourselves, and the spirit of May is a-lingering. Hooray! Maypole! Maypole!
Oh God, shut them up, please. Mercy, mercy, I beg of thee, mercy. Riveting. The most riveting line in the whole fucking play. Ah!
Yeah, that one could use a little work.
I say, I believe I do see the mailboat approaching. Oh, was never a vessel more beautiful and resplendified.
Are you Miss Gloria Von Guten?
Yes.
Well, then these bags and bags of lavender-scented fan mail must be for your beautiful self.
Yay!
Aha, we tricked it out.
Goodbye, my previously dear mother. I flee now to Europe to escape your insane jealousy over my amazing career. Please do not leave me, Gloria, my daughter. Go now, and I shall do something unto myself both drastic and traumatizing to you even
We got it. Oh shit.
I guess we don't got it.
I got it! Boom! That was the end of future.
I'm gonna jump!
The plan. I'm gonna jump!
Do a flip!
When you relate to Hermes more than Tali me banana. That is how we play the system. Alright. So, goodbye, Hagatha home.
Goodbye, Hagatha home? Hey, I think this is the one with the...
Hey, props, is that hot air balloon still working?
Let's hustle, people. It's showtime. That means you too, kid. You gotta hustle onto that balloon if you want to get up to the catwalks. And... action!
Oh, God! Whatever is wrong, little girl? Well, my family has left me alone in a bad, bad place for many years, and I don't know if they will ever come back for me. Oh, don't worry. I'm sure they'll come for you, and you will never have to think of that bad place again, ever. Hey, you're right. I think I see them now.
Hello, my dear beloved daughter. We have come back for you. Please come with us and be happy and never think of this terrible, terrible place again.
Very, very much so a proper ending. So, let's hop up here. Hey, look at Salad Fingers. Your mother. And we're in the final portion of the level. Wow, I clapped my hand on the table just as it hit 9:30.
Amazing.
I mean 11:30. Alright, so we're in the final portion of the level. We're on the catwalks now, trying to look for the Phantom. This is the actual sort of level. This is like the actual level part of the level.
You are not welcome here.
Oh yeah, buddy? Well, I'm bringing myself in here, so fuck you.
I don't have your stone, and fuck you anyway.
You are not welcome here. Yeah, so I'm not welcome in anybody's mind, but I still...
Or it will be the last thing you
I'm not welcome in anybody's mind, but I still intrude in there anyway.
I am. down there.
This is like a very linear track level. Fuck. Unfortunately, there's nothing to like talk about when it comes to this. Just platform to the end. It's a cool idea, but it's just kind of like, oh. I like the beginning part of the level, but the ending is just kind of like basic.
Oh shit.
Watch your step.
This is only a taste of what's coming, by the way. I'm not looking forward to the end.
You are not welcome.
Now the sensors are after us. They're on to us. Oh, we found another. Oh, we found another thing. Gloria's fallen star. Let's see how this goes. Wow, Gloria's everywhere. Look at that. Gloria von Guten all over the place. Everybody fucking loves her. She earns a trophy that we saw outside, and everybody's taking pictures. Everybody's super happy. Except something happened. Her mother killed herself.
Oof. That's an ouchie.
Oh.
Now... Oh. She got split personality disorder.
That's new.
Like, I don't understand, like, the second to last panel. Like, I don't know if that was, like, that was supposed to be, like, oh, she's in public and she found that out and she was, like, distraught in public. Even the sensors have the little flowers and the internal demons have them, too. I don't like it.
Or it will be the last. I am the Phantom.
Well, I saved myself.
Mortal.
I see you down there.
Anyway, I'm gonna get going for now, guys. I'll talk to you all later.
Later, Zig.
Later. Thanks for having me on.
You're always welcome here, buddy. Okay, whoa. Alright. Let's get the shit. Alright, come on. There we go. I'm not falling anymore.
Oh. Short and stout. Just kidding. I am the Phantom.
Got the duffel bag now. Let's get. We got this. Put this right in the bag. Oh god, as we get closer, I feel the pain, man. As we get closer to the end of this level, I'm feeling the pains, Peyton.
Oh yeah, you're feeling the pain?
You wanna know why?
Why?
The more we complete this game, the more we get closer to the MEAT Circus.
The MEAT Circus?
I am not in the mood for the MEAT Circus.
You should be, Nick. You should be.
How dare you violate the sanctuary? The Phantom. Stop, or your next step will be your last.
that. Anything but that. No, treacherous child. You shall pay for angering the man.
Yeah, whatever. Now just stay put so I can come punch and unmask you.
All right.
Okay, Phantom, it's time to find out who you really are.
It was Jasper the whole time.
What? I totally guessed that.
You said it was Becky.
Okay, the jig is up, Phantom.
What? Why, I never. How dare you accuse me of being the rugged and romantic scoundrel that has thrilled and terrified audiences for years?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Wow!
What?
OneDrive fucked me over!
Big sad.
Oh my god! Please tell me you don't have to do that all over again.
Nick.
What?
Nick.
What?
You have to do it all over again.
Please, 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 fucking please, please, please. Oh, we're fucking...
Okay, Phantom, it's time to find out who you really are. What? I totally guessed that.
You said it was Becky.
Okay, the jig is up, Phantom.
What? Why, I never. How dare you accuse me of being the rugged and romantic scoundrel that has thrilled and terrified audiences for years?
Yeah, I guess you're right. He's so agile and limber and thin. He could never be you.
Why, you... Of course it's me!
Well, it's time to hang up the cape, Tubbs, because your days of terrorizing the theater as the Phantom are over.
Maybe as the Phantom, but he's nothing compared to the full, destructive force of an angry critic!
How can I say this and still sound cool? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me?
Well then, how about these?
Alright. Payne, you see this?
Trimmed away.
Alright, so... I think it's implied here that his like boss theme is being played by the orchestra over here.
Your fighting is weak, uninspired, and flat as a pancake. Your moves are derivative and mechanical. That light! I've given all good write-ups in the review if you kill that kid with the goggles! that one, Spotlight! Take that, wretched regurgitator of the sun!
For some reason, this guy doesn't like the sun. Don't know why. I don't know if that's supposed to be a dig at, like, critics, like, I don't know, staying in a basement or something like that.
Jasper really did a number on the Spotlight. I'm gonna have to use another one.
Not good enough! Kill him! Get him! Ah, not so fast. You'll pay for that one, brat! Just laid back.
Alright.
The crowd would have been disgusted had they managed to stay a horrible hot beam of oxygen. Kill him before he gets over here!
Kill him before he gets over here!
Another spotlight. I thought I got them all. I'll give you what I gave your brother over there, huh?
Well, dude,
How do you like that?
you had candles on the stage.
Just laid back. Ho-ho!
Okay.
Fucker.
It's like my retinas are being struck. I will give you all good write-ups in the review if you kill that kid with the goggles.
There we go, we got him.
Oh. What's the matter? Can't you take a little criticism? Ow! Ow!
And where would Gloria be without her muse? Her inner sunshine. The spirit of her youth. Played tonight, once again, by Bonita Soleil.
Pretty full.
You better listen to me. You're no good. This place stinks. It's worse than ever before. Oh, I can't believe you call this theater. I can't even see it from down here, but I know it's bad. Can you hear me? Oh, you've got fat arms, you hear me? Big fat arms like a wrestler. And a little tacky gobble hanging from your neck. Ugh, your knees are ugly. And you snort when you laugh.
The fucking inner critic just getting smaller and smaller.
Handsome, the spotlight is all yours. I believe I shall happily retire while I'm still young.
Finally, recognition for my acting talents.
Alright. We finally got the items to make a good cosplay of Dr. Roboto. So throw the mask on. Grab the claw.
Greetings, Doc. Up to the secret laboratory. You're not... My eyes may be half gone, but I would recognize the Mad Doctor anywhere. He's got a stone cold... He wears a beastly smock, covered in thick straps like an electric... And in the place where his... So if I'm not mistaken... Thank you.
So now he sees us as Dr. Lobato. So if we talk to him...
Greetings, Dr. Lobato. Good to see your face. I see you're wearing your favorite jacket. If I may say so, your claw is looking especially menacing today. Up to the secret laboratory then, is it? Taking her up yourself this time, eh, Doctor? Less work for me.
Inmate Whitehead.
Chief Orderly Bonaparte. You're
armed. Well, here I am. Up in the tower of an abandoned insane asylum. Wearing a straitjacket, talking to myself. Okay, enough with the disguise. The things I do for Lily's brain. Well, if I'm gonna get to the top of this thing, I'd better start hiking.
Alright. We're at the penultimate level. The Thorny Towers upper floor. Oh, dear God.
What?
We're close to the end. I don't like this. So the rats in here use the confusion grenades on us.
Benny. I thought it would be smaller.
Alright, so we got Benny's brain. That was something I kind of wanted to do, is go back and explore the camp after everybody comes back, but the brains are all the way up here and I really don't feel like climbing back down the shaft, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like I like the lore and I like the little character interactions, but like it's great in the beginning and to like the end of the game it's just very like I'm not afraid of criticizing a game I like.
I don't think anybody was gonna imply that.
Yep. Alright, let's see over here. A brain? Whose is this?
Zilch. I didn't know you had a brain. Man, I wish you were here for that joke, Bobby.
Also, we're about to be accosted by another familiar voice. If only Ziggy was here. We'll be able to check it out in the fucking confusion grenade. I hate the rats so much. Only there she is. By the way, you actually want to know what you get for 100%?
What?
An extra cutscene.
Neat.
which I will show on YouTube, because I'm not going for 100%. Fuck.
Elk of Doom. Maybe I should let JT have some time alone before I return this brain.
The other big unfortunate thing is that you don't really make a lot of friends in terms of, like, characters in the game. Which makes it a little awkward, like, you're returning the brains and everything like that. Like, oh, everybody's just kind of, like, conditioned to be your friend because you kind of saved their lives, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know, like, stuff like that sort of feels, like, unnatural. Like when you talk to the characters, they don't give off a sense of, like, you know, they're looking for friends. Especially Bobby Zilch. Bobby Zilch. Oh god.
Oh.
Oh yeah, and now the rats, Peyton.
Yeah.
The rats are worse than the cougars because they suicide into a confusion grenade blast.
Sounds fantastic.
Oh, it's fucking terrible. Go with that energy and boom, it's too late, motherfucker. I see a brain.
Yo, Quentin. Good to see your brain again.
That dude's that's a boy? Fuck, I forgot. Peyton, I can already hear the MEAT CIRCUS's music right now playing in my head. I don't want to do this. I'm fucking not looking forward to this. Why did I play Psychonauts? Why did I play Psychonauts? Oh god. When we finally get to the meet, that's gonna be the Marek cries himself to sleep that night stream. is hard. There's all sorts of problems, but here's what you do. When they hit rock bottom, eat ragu.
Phoebe's brain is warmer than the others.
Is that a joke about her being a fire starter? Oh! Oh!
Dogan Pool. I told you I'd get your brain back.
The fucking forced camera almost killed me, Peyton.
Brilliant.
Brilliant! Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, fiddle. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, oh sweet merciful Celestia, please let me live, please let me fucking live. You... Bob Ross giveth Peyton. And
Bob Ross takes away.
Yes. He's the creator. That is the notion of the creator.
I realized Bob Ross's name was Tyler.
Yay! Woohoo! Crystal's brain. Let's hear it for thinking.
Motherfuckers can't even blow themselves up properly. They missed me. This is Clem's brain.
Clem's brain. 3 cheers for brains.
Kiss the brain, put it in the bag. Kiss the brain, put it in the bag, alright. You know what the kind of fucked up thing is, too? I think there's actually brains hidden around the campgrounds as well. So we're just missing Mikhail's, Vernon's, Elton's, and we're missing Nils's. Hey Peyton. Remember Nils? The bowl-cutted bastard. Alright. Let's see here. So don't have to climb on that. There's an exit out there. You get lost, you little shrimp! Where are you hiding? Whose brain is this?
Think that every cell in Nils' brain is dedicated to the ladies.
Kiss Nils' brain, throw it in the pack.
This is your last warning! Go back down right now or you'll be very, very sorry!
Oh, hi, Tara Strong. I believe that's the camp down there. Yeah, it is. I think. Yep, that's the camp. Well, that's where invisibility comes in because fucking Raven saying no.
I hate that guy. How can something as small as Vernon's brain hold so many boring stories?
Here we go, we just rescued Vernon.
Worthless! These brains are worthless, Shigo. Just like the one in your head.
Oh no, they're nice. They're nice brains, Dr. Lovato. Really?
They're too nice. They won't fight. I need killers. I need angry brains. I squeeze them, I poke them, I twist them. What do I have to do to make them fight? Maybe I should try my drill.
I'm not gonna bring you any more brains if you're gonna be so mean to them.
No matter what I do?
No matter what.
Not even if I... Not even if I cook you a little turtle soup?
Please, Dr. Lovato, no!
A nice hot turtle soup. Nothing better on a cold night like this than some boiling hot soup.
You leave Mr. Pokey alone!
Oh, okay. You sure?
No! I mean, yes!
All right. Oh, why don't I just go ahead and heat you up a cup? It's made of turtles. Turtles that you love. Isn't that right, Mr. Pokey-Lo? Okay. Well, maybe I'll just make some for myself. Bring me a good brain, Shigar, or Mr. Pokey-Lo becomes Mr. Smoky-Lo.
Dr. Lobato's an asshole.
He is.
When you're a dentist, you have to learn to have a sense of humor, you know. It helps to calm the patients down.
You know, he actually has a sad backstory.
Oh yeah, what is it?
Well, since we're probably not going to play the Rhombus of Ruin, I will explain it to you in 1 second, because we're going to have to deal with him right now. So, Dr. Lobato was a psychic, actually. His parents thought of him as like an evil child because of his psychic abilities, right?
Alright.
So you want to know what happened to him?
What?
Want to know why they call him Dr. Lobato?
Because he got lobotomized?
Yes. They took him to an asylum where they cut out pieces of his brain in a lobotomy.
Elton, what can I tell you?
And now he removes the brains of psychics.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Lobato unfortunately has a last brain. Mikhail.
Welcome back to the thinking world, Mikhail.
So yeah, Lobato is basically a tragic sort of character. That's practically the long and short of it. Otherwise, because of his brain, he can't do psychic powers anymore. So what's up here?
I warned you not to come up here. They know you're coming.
I guess that means it worked.
Take your brain.
Yep.
Listen, the man you're working for is a deranged lunatic.
I know. I hate him. But if I don't do what he says, you
cook your little
To
turtle
be fair
from the
though,
inside
every
out.
character in this universe is tragic.
Shior, hostage situations like this are always extremely delicate. I'll have to extract Mr. Pokelope from his prison using my psychic powers. After which, this Lobato character should be fairly trivial to neutralize.
Yes, because once we get Mr. Pokilo back, he'll tell us what to do. He always tells me what to do.
Yes.
Alright.
Sasha. Mia.
Uh-oh.
Lily.
Raz, you came.
Of course I did. We gotta get you out of here.
Look. The coach must have lured Sasha and Mia here on official Psychonauts business and then ambushed them with sneezing powder. They're completely brainless.
I know. I saw their brains downstairs. Listen, first things first. I was thinking about what you said about us making out.
Yeah? Oh man, I'm so glad he showed up. I was just starting to feel slightly less phlegmy. Wait, he didn't just hear. Ah! Get away from me. Stop reading my mind. Go rebrain Sasha and Mia so they can help us break this lock.
Alright. Using clairvoyance on Sasha, he sees us as a smaller version of him. And seeing Mia sees us as a child. Alright, what does she see us as? She sees us fucking Prince. And she sees me as Jesus!
Okay, then we'll talk about that making out thing later.
Why do boys have no concept of a moment? That was the moment. This is not a moment.
Hey, I totally understand, I swear.
Don't let anything happen to him.
Pokelope. Now let's bring him back up to Shigor.
That's right, baby. Daddy's here.
The turtle fucking talks.
Gonna be all right. Now here's what we're gonna do.
Dr. Lobato, I have a new brain for you. It's a really, really good one.
That's what you always say, Shigor.
No, this one is really special. It's a fighter.
No, just leave it there, and I'll get to it right after I'm done with this experiment.
Don't worry, baby. Just make sure I get put in that old tank, and Daddy will take care of business.
I can't watch! Don't worry, Mr. Pokelope. I'll guard your body and we'll get your brain back really soon. It's doing important work right now. It's on a mission.
Alright, let's go see what the fuck is.
Excellent. There it is. Good work, Shigor. Now all we have to do is get it in the brain tank somehow.
If we could just get careful there now. It's time to make the soup.
So fucking satisfying.
Nice and easy.
So funny, Mr. Pokelope. Someone's got chocolate bread. Someone does.
I did.
Rasputin, recranialization of an adult brain without surgery.
That's a very advanced procedure. How did you know how to do it?
Well, I've studied it a little. But Shigor here knows more about handling brains than anyone I've ever met.
Really? You know, I've been thinking about getting a lab assistant.
Shigor, darling, do you know where all of the other children's brains are?
Well, if you can lead us to them, we can bring them back to their owners immediately.
Ahem.
Immediately after we break young Miss Zanado here out of her restraints.
That's nice, darling, but why don't you help us instead?
Raz, come on. We need your help. Raz, come on. We need
Are you
your
sure
help.
you're using prime oscillation?
Okay, we have an autosave point of no return.
Finally!
Oh god, we're at the end game.
Oleander's gonna burn.
At least he never got inside your brain. It's gonna take me weeks to get my rhythm back.
Rasputin, you have surprised us yet again. I cannot thank you enough for what you've done.
Hey, all in a day's work for a psychonaut.
Well, Psy Cadet, you mean.
Hey, the Psychonauts should be so lucky to get someone like Raz. The brain he's got in there
is 1 in a million.
Thanks to all of you
It's
for
him.
bringing it straight to my door.
Oleander.
You took all my friends' brains. You turned an innocent fish into a giant monster. You stole all
I wouldn't
the
call them your
teachers,
friends, Raz. Like,
derailing my education.
Dogen at best.
And you kidnapped my
Your
girlfriend.
Rasputin, this fight is too big for you.
Back home, I had to clean up after the elephants. So trust me, I know how to take care of this ugly little pile of...
Kids, let the grown-ups handle this.
You tall people.
Is that the best insult Oleander could come up with, calling them tall?
Sasha! He gets to kill him too!
Well, it's official. The genius is back.
Uh-oh.
Time to go get ready for my gallery show.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. This looks bad. Ah, well, that's good. Someone must have turned off the gas long ago.
Oh, here's what my poor flowers need. A little water.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. I spilled all my turpentine and acetone.
Oh, shit. Oh, no. Gas, turpentine, acetone. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Boy,
Oh,
long
God.
time no see. Oh, Mr. Orderly. I did not see you there. I was just taking a little therapeutic walk in the moonlight.
Relax. The asylum's closed. We can all go home.
Leave? Here?
Yeah, this place is for crazy people. And I don't know about you, but I ain't crazy no more.
I have to tell you, I'm feeling pretty good.
You know, maybe it is time for us all to move on.
What do you think, Boyd? You ready to blow this popsicle stand?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
The milkman has completed his route. You guys want to split a cab?
Oh, no, no, no. We're at the end game. I'm so fucking scared.
And the crib wasn't even that clean. I mean, what do I have to do to get those guys to take me seriously?
When are you going to shut up and kiss me?
I can hear that.
I know.
Single file. We'll blame it on the sand people.
Surrender. Never!
Everybody just shooting lasers at you. Oh, it's Crawler!
The Psychonauts have a word for people who turn on their own.
Ha! I don't need the Psychonauts anymore. I'm making my own army. Got a word for that?
Yeah. Gesundheit.
Huh?
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
Wow.
Want to split a cab? Well, everybody's dead. The end. We don't have to do the MEAT Circus. Bye-bye. Oh, he survived. Fuck. Why there was always got to be a final boss?
Hey, that was my fight. I was ready for that one.
Always in such a rush, Rasputin. It takes years before you're ready for combat of that magnitude.
Well, you'd be surprised, Nine. This one's been acing all my extra credit exams.
I beat the coach once already, and I can do it again.
Darling, that was just a remote projection of the coach. He wasn't as strong as he would be if he were to appear in the real world.
TV? TV?
Where's his brain?
Oh, probably stuck in one of his plans to take over the world somewhere.
I love how everybody just kind of laughs this off. Oh no, 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 no. The real fucking brain tank.
Hey, how's the weather down there? Ah,
Alone at last, eh, Rasputin?
Glad you're finally picking on someone your own size.
Yes, I've been dying for a chance to pick your brain!
I don't even know what to classify these as, puns or bad jokes.
Yeah, but only one can win.
Alright, so breaking these is such a cinch. Oh god. Basically, just keep on an offensive and we'll take care of this quickly.
Can't get a good grip.
Boom. I'm really not trying to prolong this fight. I'm not even... Boom! Alright. Okay. So upon approach, let's get this fucking brain out of here.
Super sneezing powder. Try not to sneeze. Have to hold it in.
No, we've been fucking debrained.
TV. Oh, this is just great. Now what am I going to do? Have to think. Like I got a choice.
Luckily, Peyton, we're in our own fucking brain, and oh no. And oh no. Wait, what? I can shield myself from what? Oh god. This ain't good. No, 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 no. No, 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 fuck, no, 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 what?
Too loud.
Hi, my name's Marcel Oleander, but you can call me Maury or
People
Ole.
trying to sleep.
Coach Oleander? What are you doing in my mind?
How did you get in my happy meadow? Nobody's supposed to know about it. You didn't tell my dad about it, did you? Oh, that's him! Oh no! Come on, little bunny! We'll be safe in here!
Oh no. Oh, why did we tell his dad about the happy meadow? Oh god. You see that? That is meat. That is meat mixed with a caravan with dead horse heads on it. Either stay in here with that creepy ghost face or fucking go in the portal. Oh no.
Got it. Got it.
Oh god, we made it.
The circus I remember from my childhood was definitely not made of meat. The last time I checked.
No! No! Little bunny, don't go in there! That's a bad place! That's a bad place for bunnies!
This is a bad place for Marek, too. Rasputin, your journey has made you much wiser, so why do you still hoard your goods like a miser? The items you scavenge, the webs, the cards, and brains, just go redeem them and all that remains. Oh god, the ghost face followed us over here. This is only the beginning. We don't have any dream fluffs, we got nothing. Well, at least we got a confusion ammo up.
I need the steamer trunk tag for this guy.
I don't want to go in there. I'll do anything. As JonTron would say, I'm a big boy, but I'm not a big enough boy for this. No solid food. least I got a health fill. Let's start our first attempt at this.
Save the bunny! If he just hold still, I could catch him and hide him from my dad! He runs a butcher shop. He wants to make food out of them.
That's right. Maury's old man was a butcher. It looks like your childhood memories of the circus got all mixed up with his childhood memories of his dad's butcher shop.
My memories were bad enough. This is just gross.
Gross and fucked up. And that is the enemies we are going to be facing, people.
You'd better keep that kid out of
Bunny
trouble.
monsters made of cute crunched up meat that look like rejects from Resident Evil.
Happens to you.
Alright, so hold the bunny still. Go away, ghost.
I got you, Mr. Bunny!
Okay, we gotta work now. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Turn off the collector part of this go. Fuck my life.
Hey, that hurts! Ow! Hey, that hurts!
Get your bunny, kid.
Mr. Bun?
Get your bunny, kid. Get your fucking bunny.
Oh, I got you, Mr. Bunny.
I like rabbits, but this game makes me not like rabbits. No! Alright.
My face!
Kid, hold on.
Yo, Nick.
Yo.
I'll see you later, dude. I gotta go.
Later, my guy.
Bye.
Wish me luck, please.
Wish you bad luck.
Alright, here's where we get...
My face! Ow! Hey, that hurts!
This is what I'm getting at. This is what I'm getting at, that this game... You think it's fine now? Oh no, it's gonna get worse. He dies, you die, and we gotta start the whole...
No, not me! Grab the bunny! I'm not a bunny, I'm not! Oh, no! Not me! Grab the bunny! I'm not a bunny, I'm not!
Tim Schafer, why did you design this level this way?
I got you, Mr. Bunny!
This level music causes chaos in the brain.
My face! Here, bunny, bunny, bunny! Oh, I got you, Mr. Bunny!
concentration rising. Okay, okay, okay. Oh no.
Hey, that hurts! Hey, that hurts! My face!
Get your rabbit. Come in at the bunny hut. Come get your rabbit here. Alright.
My face! Hey, that hurts!
No!
My face!
Okay, okay, okay. More!
Hey, that hurts!
Fuck! No, no, no.
My face! My face!
Oh, God. Gotta start
I got you, Mr.
the whole
Bunny!
thing from the bottom of the fucking map. For a game that makes you rush, there's a lot of waiting involved. Get your bunny. Come on, get it.
Oh, I got you, Mr. Bunny! Hey, that hurts! Help!
Go get the rabbit.
Don't run, or else Daddy's... Oh, I got you, Mr. Bunny!
This level's gonna get worse. Oh, trust me, it's gonna get worse. Give me a second. Give me a second to breathe. Give me a second to breathe. Give me a second to breathe, please. Okay. No!
My face! My face! My face! My face!
No!
Hey, that hurts!
What the fuck? No!
My face!
Get the fucking rabbit! Get the fucking rabbit! You stupid kid!
I'm not a bunny! I'm not! Oh, I got you, Mr. Bunny! We did it! We saved all the bunnies! Now it's time for the main event! Come on!
The big top. There is young Oleander frolicking through the flowery fields with his rabbit. The mouse cursor pointing at him. I move that off to the side. He adores his little pet bunnies. He was perfectly fond of a very small one off in the back of the hutch. He loved it and took care of it and played with it every day until his dad found out. His dad yelled at him, scolded him. Animals should only be used for meat. He took the rabbit to his shop by the ears. Young Oleander ran screaming after him. The bunny met the knife. The end. That was right. That was in front of him too.
Oh, come on! This is my favorite ride! Yee-haw! Watch it!
All right, guys. Marek needs a break. Marek needs a break. I really don't want to cut the stream off right now, but I don't care how long the next stream is. If it's gonna be a short Psychonauts stream, it's gonna be a short Psychonauts stream. I'm gonna need to fucking recoup. At least somehow got the tags. I don't know how. Alright. Marek is gonna recoup a sec. So... I am not going to stress that much. This is our backup, in case something goes horribly wrong. Okay? Okay. I saved. Just want to make sure something works. Oh, thank you, merciful God. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. Marek needs to take a break for a while, okay? My unicorn horn is tired. My brain hurts a lot. I can't move the robot body much. Okay? Okay. 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 Okay, okay. So, I'd rather have a peanut gallery of people with me to experience the rest of the MEAT Circus with. Alright, guys. I'm just going to say this right now. Tomorrow, we got a new game planned. It's going to be something cool. It's going to be something awesome. I'm going to add a teaser image to the slideshow right now. So I got it saved onto my computer, I think. Hopefully. Unless I didn't do it, but I can do it quickly. Anyway. No, I don't have it saved. So fuck it. Alright, so I will be streaming something new tomorrow. Something that's related to topics we talked about tonight. I will catch you guys then. As for now, as always, guys, if you like what I do, want to see me gamer rage and everything like that, there's our Patreon down in the description and next to the description that you can copy paste up in your search bar if you go for the one in the description down below on Mixer. And then there's also the one that you can get if you next to Mixer will take you right there too. I do this for free. I do this for fun. You don't have to donate if you don't want to. I can tell you this much, that my brain is killing me. I feel like I'm turning psychic now as we speak. Well, as I speak to you guys. So that's there if you want. There's some things to this. I do this for free. Just for fun. You don't have to if you don't want to, etc., etc. Follow me on Twitter. See my opinions on shit. Follow me on YouTube for stream update uploads and archives, whatever they're called. This is definitely going up there, and I don't know how to think right now. There's also my Newgrounds where I post stream uploads, stream links as well. I also post them on Twitter, so follow me there if you want to, etc., etc. Alright, guys, as always, Mecca Lecca Hi, Mecca Heidi Ho, Moa Mecca Chai, Mecca Moa Mecca Hey, Pickle Barrel Kumquat Chimichurri Changa. That's the secret word of the day. Alright, guys, I will catch you all later. Marek out. See you guys.